Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, Episode 5, the WrestleMania Hangover. Back with us today from injury from the horrible wakeboarding accident he suffered last week at the hands of Mother Nature.
And the discotheque.
The split-leg discotheque is Butchman Lee. How you feeling this week, man?
Oh.
How's that groin treating you?
It's all good.
All right. No shark attacks on that. And with me, as always, is Sretton the Savage. How you doing, Sretton?
I'm wonderful.
Oh, yeah. He's fucking Mr.
Very relaxed.
Wonderful.
Very relaxed.
No pun intended. We got a special guest here today. His name is Derek Ratface Martha.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up, Derek?
You?
Derek is from DeKalb, Illinois. He's in a couple of bands. Really good friend of mine. Blunt and Minimum Wage Assassins, right?
Yep. Played drums for both.
Yeah, fuck
Minimum
yeah.
Wage for a long time. Blunt for a couple of years now.
And not only that, Derek's a huge fucking wrestling nerd.
I'm a mark.
Yeah,
It's
like
true.
myself. I remember when I lived with you for a hot second?
Yes,
And
yes.
we saw Jeff Hardy's exit from WWE when all that
Yes,
drug shit.
The ladder or
against
the
CM Punk.
the cage match against CM
Loser
Punk.
leaves town.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I knew he was going. You know why? I'm not going to tell you why. I don't divulge where I get my secrets and information from.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I can pull it up right now.
No, don't tell him. Anyways, Derek was fortunate enough to be down at WrestleMania 34 this year in New Orleans at the Silverdome, brother. And not only that, you went to NXT as well, right?
Yeah, at the Slushy or
Smoothie King Center?
King Center.
Yeah. What we're going to get into first then, Derek, was NXT. Actually, before we get into that, when did you get down in New Orleans? Was this...
I got there Thursday day, and we partied on Bourbon Street for basically the night of Thursday. And that night we were walking around, and
So you were hitting the bag early,
Oh
huh?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
getting toasty.
Nicely toasted.
And we were walking past the steakhouse, going back to my car to indulge in some activities.
Sexual activities?
Smoking activities.
Oh, is this like a RVD 420? I just smoked your ass
Yeah,
situation?
there you go.
All right.
But I look across the street at the steakhouse and I see JR coming out. So my first fucking Mark session of my WrestleMania weekend.
JR's the shit. Not Butchman Lee, Jim Ross.
I was very disappointed that he did not have
You're good
barbecue
too, JR.
sauce in his back pocket.
I know. Why wasn't he slanging that sauce?
I should have. He should have been trying to fucking. I was right in
Slather
front of the
you up?
steakhouse for
Yeah.
God's sakes.
Slather
Whipping out that
slobber
slather
knocker.
stick. Chris Montez would be proud. Shout out to Chris Montez. We're drinking some. Oh, by the way, I always like to start off with what we're drinking, and Derek was nice enough to bring a 30-pack of that hipster
Finest.
PBR Past Blue Ribbon.
I was
It's
going to bring
better
a
than
12-pack, but this was on sale, so.
Yeah, it's stepped up from the days when
It
it was
costs less
just
than a 12-pack?
shop.
It was pretty close.
Shop
It was
on beer.
$7.99 for a 12-pack or
We're-
12,
in
12
Illinois?
for this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Illinois has got those love liquor prices. But you know what? We got a leg up. We got liquor in Sunday now.
Oh, yeah.
8 hours from noon to 8.
Very
Anyways.
intense, 8 hours.
Yeah. So back to Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. So that was Thursday. So
You met
Friday,
JR?
Yeah, Friday we go down and we're hanging out at the bars, and that was the best experience. Probably is just like
And by the way, all these
Russ-
pictures Derek has up on his Facebook. Where can people reach you on Facebook?
just at my Derek Martha. Find me on Facebook at Derek Martha.
How do
Minimum
you
wage
spell
assassins,
Derek?
too?
DEREK MARTHA.
The cool guy way.
And
Rat face way.
but yeah, I'm gonna repost them on the. I'll
Yeah.
repost them on
Yeah.
the
Well, yeah.
podcast.
We're definitely gonna have some pictures up of all these superstars.
The second night we chilled at this one bar, and there seemed to be a lot of wrestlers hanging around there. First, I noticed Juice Robinson or
What?
Uh,
I wasn't not there. Motherfucking
what was-
imposter.
what was his NXT name?
CJ Parker or
CJ
something
Parker.
like that.
Yeah, he broke Kevin Owens' nose. That's all I remember.
Yeah, he was a hippie guy. They
with
did
the dreads.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
protest
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Not cool.
So that was the first person I saw, and then he went into this bar called the Swamp. So we ventured our way in there just to check that out and everything. And then we soon to be noticed, he was talking to I'm trying to think of.
And by the
probably
way,
Ricochet, I think.
Yeah, for
I
those
think
of
he
you
was
that don't know, Juice Robinson is with New Japan Pro Wrestling right now.
And then we saw Ricochet. He was talking to Ricochet,
Fuck
so
yeah.
I walked up to Ricochet, got a picture
Prince
with him.
Puma.
Ricochet introduced me to Aaliyah, the
Oh, the dead singer?
the jobber from NXT.
Too soon, dickheads.
Oh, man, it's been like 10 years.
It's like 17.
Wad 'em up. So,
And then, actually, right after that was my best interaction with a wrestler all weekend.
okay.
I run into Velveteen Dream.
Oh, my God. Let me hear this. I love the Velveteen Dream. For those of you that are not aware, Velveteen Dream is a wrestler of African-American descent, and he is in NXT right now, and he is very reminiscent to me of, he's like the bastard son of the Macho Man, yeah, and Ravishing Rick Rude. So anyways, continue with your journey with the dream.
So we're walking in the bar, and he passes me face to face, and I just kind of mouthed to him.
What did you
I kind of mouthed, like questioned.
Whatever
I
you
was
say,
like,
guy.
because I didn't recognize him at first. He was wearing this weird like head thing, so I was like, Velveteen? Is that you kind
Is
of
that the
thing?
dream?
Yeah, right. And then he just looks at me and just gives me the shh, like because we're in a bar and like no one's noticing him yet,
Right.
obviously, and there's a bunch of marks everywhere.
Yeah.
And he just gives me the shh. And then I start laughing and I was like, "Can I get a picture with you real quick?" And he stops, looks me up and down, and then stops at my shirt, who I was wearing an Aleister Black t-shirt, who he just got out of a feud with.
Right.
Say my name.
And
Say my
he
name.
stopped, smirks at my shirt, and he was like, "Nope," and just looks at me
Fucking
and
love
like,
it.
I was like, "For real? Like, are you serious?" And
Here it comes.
I'm laughing, just like couldn't handle it.
Right.
His favorite
and
word.
he's just shakes his head the whole time and just as I
Kayfabe's
walk
alive.
away. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there.
It
That's
was
Stratton's
great.
word. Kayfabe. He loves kayfabe.
That was definitely the highlight.
It's real.
Of interactions
Yeah.
with wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
Other
Velveteen.
than that, we left there and ran into Mojo Riley, who
No
was
one cares. Next.
running to the swamp.
Was he wearing
to hang out.
Zubaz?
He probably was.
What an
I
asshole.
don't know.
You know the Road Warriors invented those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking lucky dudes.
So
So made a lot of shit ton of money from that, man.
Yeah, they did.
It's coming back.
What?
Zubaz. You remember
Those-
Zubaz?
like
Baggy
Hammer
pants with like
pants?
yeah,
With
they'd have
stripes
like
on them?
Yeah.
The chefs wear so they
Yeah.
could, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
quickly lunge when they're
think
making
about
omelets
how
and
many
shit?
people
Yeah.
wore those.
The-
Working out.
The Road Warriors
NFL people,
invented those.
workout people,
Oh, yeah.
like all the wrestlers wore
Yeah.
them. Like they
The
made
Road
some
Warriors
money
invented
from that
those, and
shit.
then they sold them.
They're
You
making
know.
a comeback.
They were
right
the
now.
Beats before the Beats.
They are making a comeback.
They snacked on danger and they died on death.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, anyways, after the Dream and Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Rawley. That was it for that night for Friday.
So this was
That
Friday night. You met all those guys.
Yes, that was, and then we went back, slept, blah blah blah.
Foreskins.
Yeah, met up with some homies. Fucking Saturday.
No, wait, hold up. Before we get into Saturday,
Well, Saturday
did you
was
go back?
access
Did
too.
you had a hotel, right?
No, we had
Friday?
Airbnb.
Oh,
My buddy did have a hotel. It was.
Did you get fucked up? Was there an after party Friday?
I mean, dude, Bourbon Street was a
that's what-
party. There was,
Yeah.
they.
So you're saying
I
you're a
heard.
pussy, you
I've
got
heard
wiped out.
rumors. I've heard rumors though that it's like WrestleMania brings in 200,000
Oh,
people.
yeah.
I mean, but that's indies. That's all the people coming
Right.
from all that shit.
Right.
So. That you can. It's evident. When you're in the city, it is packed. Like my buddy, when we were on Bourbon Street, said that was as close as
Yeah.
it was going to be
There's-
to Mardi Gras. But like it was pure WrestleMania. Seriously, the only two chants all throughout the thing, you could woo. And woo all the way down Bourbon Street. It would fucking woo.
That's
It was fucking sweet.
Like the wave.
Yeah,
but
it,
for
it seriously
professional
was.
wrestling.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, however fucking long Bourbon
Right.
Street is. That's
Yeah.
one person would woo. It would go all the way down. The only other chant that went like that. I'm not joking, and this was multiple times all fucking weekend. Rusev Day.
Oh no, I don't. doubt it.
Fucking massive
Yeah.
Rusev
Hell
Day
yeah.
chants.
Hey, Rusev's
All
in the
way-
studio with us
all
too. How you
weekend.
feeling, Rusev?
How dare you?
Machka. Rusev Day is the shit. You know, I
All
like
weekend.
it. I never disliked Rusev. I
No,
liked him from the
yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
He reminded me of an old villain, kind of like in the vein of like an Iron Sheik
Right.
type dude. And
Right.
it's even his theme music, you know.
Right,
with
right.
dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
everything
dun,
about it.
dun, 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 dun.
So awesome. Like
Is he?
is-
Forgive me. Is he Russian?
Yeah.
Bulgarian. He's the
He's
Bulgarian.
Bulgarian?
He's
Bulgarian.
with
Did he have
Lana,
a thick,
CJ Perry.
He had a thick Bulgarian accent.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got an
legit
accent.
From, he's legit from there. Lana is
Too
not.
legit to quit.
Oh, so
Lana's
I could just
from
so I can
Florida.
imitate him and just guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try it.
So I could say, so go ahead and say hi like you're insulting me.
Hey, fuck you.
You motherfucker.
He's got a bomb. All right, you know, no sweet after party stories.
I mean,
Unfortunately.
I don't know.
But-
we partied, we smoked.
All right, yeah,
Partied,
yeah.
drank. I mean, there's plenty of that. I seen puking and.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
like,
dude.
we were sitting in the
how
car.
far- I mean, did you
we were
guys see
sitting
a
in
lot
the
of breasts?
car. There's some. There's
You know, weren't people trying to get the anal bleeds? The Benoit
there was
baby
people
heads.
passing out the beads. Yeah.
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
There's
Did you have to
definitely-
show your chesticles
No.
to get that?
She got plenty. She got plenty.
Did you show your chest, Amber? All right. Amber doesn't kiss and tell. You know, whatever. So let's work our way into Saturday. Well, what was Saturday bring for the rat?
I had the 1 p.m. to 5 tickets at Access, which I should have brought those cards.
We'll have
Show you-
pictures up.
Yeah, I'll show you that later. It was overwhelming, like right off the bat. I mean, you walk in and it's the superstore right there, and that's just
You don't have
overwhelming.
enough money. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, everything is jacked up. $35
yeah,
t-shirts.
Going to Wizard
yeah.
World, you know, and
Yeah.
$500 is gone in 2 minutes. Yeah.
No. And then what's funny is that's what couple days. WrestleMania night was 35% off everything. So it's just like
Because they don't want to take
why-
all that shit back
Yeah,
with them.
exactly. Why would I
Right.
buy anything? You know,
Butch Van Lee.
I did. I'm
knows
not gonna lie. I
business.
did buy these shirts though. I did participate in the buying spree.
Well, yeah, you're there. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know, fuck,
Yeah.
I ain't been to You know what's cool right now? I want to mention to you guys in this room is we actually have a trifecta of WrestleMania experiences tonight.
WrestleMania 13.
Butch Van Lee was 13
Damn.
in Chicago. I was WrestleMania 8 in
Blood from a
Indianapolis.
stone.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
And Rat
It was
Face
awesome.
with WrestleMania 34. So it's quite a generational gap, but well, at least between me and JR, we're good, you know. But yeah, Rat Face finally after 30 fucking years. Yeah.
Finally making it.
Yeah. But hey, you know what's cool? I don't think wrestling has ever been as huge, even though it was huge, like in the Attitude Era when you went. And I was when I went was 8 was kind of the tail end of the golden era.
Right.
Like right now when you went with 34 to where it's basically comparable to Super Bowl weekend or week.
It is.
You know?
it is huge.
You have New Japan, you have ROH, you have Impact, Lucha Underground, everybody, the WrestleCon event running shows around WrestleMania in Louisiana. So you see this eclectic mix of, you know, guys you would never see. You'd never think you'd be walking the street and then like maybe you see Stone Cold, like he's probably too big to where he doesn't walk the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
What I heard from his podcast, he stayed in his hotel.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand those wrestlers, like you could go down on Bourbon Street and get away with it and like not seeing it until you
Everybody's
stop.
gonna be so drunk they're
So
not gonna.
wasted.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
When
Is
you're
Bourbon-
walking, you're not looking at the people.
Is
You're
Bourbon
looking-
Street, have you ever been to Vegas?
No. It's like that though.
It is?
I can tell
Okay.
you already. It's
I
like
remember
that.
walking down the streets of Vegas with like
What,
a half
Bourbon
gallon,
Street's
no one
like
gave a shit.
10 blocks long. I don't know. Bourbon Street, probably like 10 blocks long. And
Is there a lot of bourbon?
all bars, strip clubs, and maybe like a couple pizza places or chicken places or something. But all bars and strip clubs.
Loco.
10 blocks straight. That's it. You know.
10 cocks straight.
10 cocks straight.
You just had to talk
But no,
about it.
I do think it was like that was the wildest thing that they were just walking around. But I do get why they were walking around because they could get away with all those drunk fucks. You're not looking around. You're not
Right.
like you could easily pass them. When they stop, that's where they'll get noticed.
Right. You got to be on the move. You got to keep drinking
Yeah,
and
yeah,
moving,
yeah.
you know? Good cardio.
right.
It is good cardio.
I like the 12-ounce girls.
All right, so Saturday access. What else? So after the Superstore.
What kind of you walk in the Superstore, that's basically just all the like, hey, buy our
Yep.
super expensive fucking merch.
Buy our shit.
And then after that, though, is the real treat when
Yes,
you
you
get
walk
to be
down-
on like
you
old
start-
school sets and
Right,
shit.
yeah. Well, like you walk down this hallway and it's got everybody that's wrestling basically up on the left and right of you. It's pretty tight and it's fucking all these lights and shit. And then you get in and then there's like basically all the stations to meet people in the huge fucking massive lines
Right.
are like onto the left.
Now,
And
is
then
this set up like a museum kind of style too, with like maybe stuff
it's
from
like a
the warehouse?
convention center. Like,
Right.
but yes, stuff
You
from
know
the
what I'm
warehouse.
saying?
Yes,
Like-
yes, I know what you're saying. If
Like
you
those
looked
raw
up, if you
things.
looked up, it was all posters from every
Right.
single thing. You know, like
the old
extreme-
school legit from that
yes,
year.
the huge, massive posters of everything.
Now, when you, I seen the pictures of you on the Raw set and the ECW set, the entrance set.
So, like-
were those legit from like the warehouse thing, or you think
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
something they
yeah,
just fabbed up?
Maybe a couple things fabbed up. Obviously, they didn't. I don't know if those were the raw letters. Damn, but I thought they'd be wider. You know, but like I think that could have been like
Let it be known he likes it wider.
but,
Raw.
like how like Sabu jumped off that thing.
Yeah,
like,
I remember
don't really,
it-
I
he, like,
don't really
fell
see
kinda
how
'cause
it was
the
like.
letters
So
started
that
shaking.
might have been like made obviously for that like kind of a set thing.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever. But like it's huge. It's like the actual size of shit.
Right.
You know, like. But right when you walk in too is the like so you got all that shit to your left with all the signings and stuff. But right when you walk in the dead center is the elimination chamber, and you just see that.
So it's
very
set
evident.
up, the whole thing's
Oh, yeah,
set up
yeah,
with
yeah.
the ring and everything.
Yep.
Now let me ask you
inside-
this though: is it the old school elimination
Nope,
chamber?
New
It's
one.
the new one. I
with
don't really
padded
like the new one.
floors and like
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean I get it. I wouldn't want to wrestle in that shit.
I mean, I'm sure, but the old one was a
I wouldn't
little
wanna
more
take a
brutal.
bump. I wouldn't want to take a bump in that fucking old kid.
I'll take a bump at a party. What the fuck do I care?
What are you talking about?
Next.
So yeah, but basically, I really wanted to get in there. But basically, what you could do was they didn't have all four sides of the ropes up. They had one side of the ropes up.
Cheap motherfuckers.
For the elimination chamber. And what it was is you had to wait in line for that. And I mean, like, this is everybody's ticket. You get, this is what you could do. You wait in line for that. You get through. You come up through the through the chamber.
Through the kayfabe.
Yeah, you get to get in through the ropes right there. They let you get into a pod, and
Like a pod person?
yeah, and then you at the first few hours was Rhino and Heath Slater. You got
Oh,
pictures?
Rhino was there.
Yeah.
Me and JR are boys with Rhino. Rhino's a
Yeah.
good dude.
Oh yeah, Rhino and Heath Slater.
Last episode with Cug, I wore I think I wore that was WrestleMania.
You had your shirt off the whole time.
I forgot, yeah.
Getting a little naked.
Yeah, we also talked to Rick Rude's Ghost, so go back in the archives and check that out.
After a while, I think it switched to I don't remember who. I don't remember. They Rhino after Rhino and Heath Slater. I don't remember. It was two
Now,
other people. It was. I think it was Fandango or the.
Were there any
yeah,
EC dub chants for Rhino? Or are people just that out of it now where
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
just-
guys, just Rhino, he's that dude that eats crackers and
I mean, there was a
fucking
really
Runs
and
for
not-
governor.
There
cheese. He's
wasn't
not the
anything.
new
It
fucking
wasn't-
deal anymore.
It wasn't anybody like going crazy anywhere, like for anything really. Like I mean, you're just
See, that's what sucks because
You're
if the
soaking
juice
it
was
all
there, I'd
in.
be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, like for real. Well, that's how I was when we got to some areas.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I know you, dude. I know
Yeah.
you, brother. You're a huge mark, dude.
So,
yeah.
After that, you get, like there's just this row of just set up sets basically that you could take pictures with, all relatively quick. Right at first, right off the bat, yeah, it was like there was some lines, but dude, like it's 1 to 5.
Hell yeah.
It was 1 to 5. There was things were empty after a certain time, and you could just walk up there and fuck with any of those sets, and it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
like with yourself,
Yeah.
Like, you
can
were
fuck
waiting.
yourself on one of the
Yeah,
sets.
exactly. You could probably
Sets
have
and
some
raps.
fun, like legit like that though. You could probably have
You can
some fun.
masturbate on the set?
How much? Hey, let me ask you
It's
this, because I
food.
know
Grow up, you
you're a
guys.
huge wrestling geek. How much dry cum was in your boxers at the end of this? He's like, this raw set, much cum.
That ECW set really had me going.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I'd have lost it. I'd have started tearing it down.
fucking hey, talking about marking out, you would have marked.
Okay.
They had this
Hulk Hogan.
they had this huge it was like 3 huge like plexiglass things, and they had all the old like
The belts?
each era of rings and toys.
Oh, that's
And
fucking
all set up with like there was like 1,000 wrestlers set up,
like
all
from
in
the old LJN rubber guys
dude,
to
everything,
Galoob to
everything.
Jack,
Like, yeah. They had that all set up, like rings with them all set up, and they're like all like there's like guys flying through the air, and like it's all
Fuck
like
yeah.
it's pretty tight.
I like to post my figures.
Yeah,
too.
they were all posed, and
Yeah.
you would have marked. So you would have been like, oh, yeah, like you would have definitely been.
I'm a
in that
poser. What can I say? I like to pose.
Been in that section for a while,
Yeah.
but they had that.
You didn't buy any toys, did you?
No toys.
What a piece of
I know they did. They did have.
They had to have all
they
the
had-
new shit.
Well, they had all the new
latest,
shit
greatest.
and the WrestleMania exclusive toys that were only
What-
there.
what-
yeah,
what
they had
were
like
those?
just like Kevin Owens and like all them, and like not the WrestleMania.
I don't think I would buy
gear.
a Kevin Owens toy. At
The
this
trailer
point.
park champ, Kevin Owens.
I like Kevin Owens. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Steen. No disrespect, but I just he's.
We'll get
he's not
into it later,
utilized.
but
Yeah.
yes, I was disappointed in him at WrestleMania. I don't know.
All right, yeah,
that
so
match was good. But
Go back. Getting back to all right. You got through the action figure, the toy part, and after the sets, what else was there access? You meet any more people?
okay, so they do have VIP. So
Kick it.
Those I remember when I bought my ticket. Those were like 1 something, 160.
So let me ask you this:
My ticket to access was like around $60.
between NXT, which you attended, Access, and WrestleMania 34, what just for ticket prices, just to get in the door at those things? What?
It was like $60 for access, like a general admission, 66 or something like that for each person, and for VIP for those, which VIP you like
Kick
that,
it!
that was for certain people only, like Roman Reigns, Alexa Bliss, Finn Balor.
Did anybody really
Randy
want to
Orton.
meet Roman Reigns besides some young pimply Samoan?
Roman Reigns' line was short.
Yeah, just like his dick. No disrespect, he
that.
probably got a big dick.
But like all those people, you had to buy the VIP tickets to meet those people. Everybody else, like there
Alexa
was, like,
Bliss was there though.
Alexa Bliss,
She's pure
Roman
bliss.
Reigns, Randy Orton, but they were all there. Like those were all VIP tickets. And then
We'll wait it out.
right, and then the NXT, I bought some nosebleeds for $30 each, so that was
cool.
fucking awesome.
That's
and then,
good.
But what I've realized, even we noticed this. We looked up tickets day of WrestleMania, and my buddy said that he paid
Way
for,
cheaper?
Well, this was a year ago or almost a year ago,
Yeah.
like 9 months or whatever when he bought them. He paid around $800 or so for his tickets that were by the entrance. Okay. So you get that.
Did he get tickled for his tickets?
No, that was per ticket.
The day of, we found tickets for fucking sale. Second row for $400 or $500.
Well, it's good they were tickets for sale, not people.
I'm learning.
Very
buy your
good.
tickets
Progression.
day of.
Right.
You might. I mean, for one person, it'll be super easy.
Well, because
you get
I'm super
good
easy for one person.
But getting to 2 or more people, I could see where that gets difficult. But day of tickets is probably
Because
the best idea.
every year they hype it as like the best card ever.
Of course.
Well, yeah,
But
Of
come
course,
on, let's
of
face
course.
it. This year,
But yeah,
Just
was
like
probably-
every episode
I
is
found
the
tickets
best.
though. We found tickets online that day of. We were looking them up, and we found tickets for $400 and $500
for NXT.
no, for WrestleMania, for like second row.
Oh, so you upgraded your seats?
No. I'm just
you were
saying
just
we
looking.
we found them. Yeah,
Okay.
we just looked them up. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like
Wet 'em up.
It's for next year. We're looking for sponsors, guys. Yes.
Yeah.
Want to get them front row tickets.
Yeah, we want them front row seats. We gonna stand your sheets.
so. Yeah, so after that, I really avoided like meeting people because that was like.
I would,
lines.
too.
Like, dude, those lines would have been forever. What I did though, I did get into
You must
the
not
ring.
go to a lot of conventions then.
Yeah. No, I don't. That's all what line waiting. No,
Too many
fuck that
people
shit.
and too many freaks.
But what I did wait in line for one thing, and that was to jump in the foam pit ring, and that was amazing. And there's a
Wait,
yeah,
what
they
the
have a
just
foam
go to,
pit.
like-
Any kids or adults, whoever wants
I'd
to
have been
do it.
tossing every fucking kid.
It was a foam pit, like how those like BMX bikers and all that shit, just those regular cube foam
DMX
pits.
bikers.
Or BMX.
Ow, ow. Yeah.
But,
Where my dogs at?
But yeah, I did a flip in that ring.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're doing flips and
I
shit.
did a flip.
Were you on cocaine?
No,
All right. Fair
it
enough.
was really high.
Red Bull. I want to
But
get
after I don't know, after that, like you just they had pre-tapings of NXT in the back.
Oh, really?
I'm
They filmed
sorry, I
episodes?
totally and that was the coolest experience too.
And you watched them.
I watched a couple matches. Yes, I saw Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Daniel
yeah.
Bryan, AJ Styles,
Dick
Stephanie
Blood.
McMahon, all do some shit.
Blood. Blood.
It was cool because you get to like walk up and legit just walk to the railing. Like if there's room, you could walk to the railing.
But you couldn't get in the ring.
No. Of NXT, no. But I'm saying for NXT, you could walk up and just watch a match right there. Like it is super close. Like,
Right.
I mean, you could get that front row experience. You
Right.
know, like if you wanted it. So
Was Joey Ryan in New Orleans?
Yeah,
That would have been an
I
experience.
think
Did not see no
he
Joey
was.
Ryan.
There was some that came
He
up
walks
around
up to
that time.
Velveteen Dream.
She thought she saw Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, he
which
probably
I-
was.
which
Was
I
he like laying in an alley
okay,
somewhere?
We were driving past, and she was like, "I think that was Macaulay Culkin." I looked back, and it was a dude in a cape. So I confirm it was Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, right. Well, he's done some shit with Pro Wrestling Gorilla lately. And
Right.
you know, that
right.
shit's
I
all on
I
YouTube.
talked to actually Hornswoggle about that. I played with Hornswoggle recently.
Yeah.
Minimum Wage Assassins did.
You can play with Raven too,
Yes.
and Raven hated
minimum
you guys'
wage,
music.
Minimum Wage Assassins.
He's like,
has
"You got any
played with
Dinosaur
Raven
Jr.?"
and Hornswoggle. So
shit.
yeah, you know.
What does
guys are
Hornswoggle
whores.
play? The
We'll open up
tambourine?
for any wrestlers. Come on, like bring it.
Oh, yeah, maybe we'll have to have fucking the Juice Fest or something. You know, JP Dub Fest. Have
But
some-
Hornswoggle was really cool, by the way. He's an awesome person.
So, is there anything else that took place before the NXT takeover?
So no access. Yeah, that was just about it.
This is
And
all
then
leading up to TakeOver,
That
right?
that was like the shitty part because it ended at 5. We got out of there still at 4:30. We went and ate, and then we went to NXT. We missed the there was the pre-tapings for the Wednesday show. We missed 2 of those matches. I walked in during the Kairi Sane because I heard her
Right.
her music going off, but that was.
the Cervantes of
Yeah,
women.
I missed that match, and then we got to our seats. It was the last match of the pre-tapings, which was Heavy Machinery versus.
Oh yeah, who is that? One of those dudes, the shorter, stouter guy. Who is he with? He's with some hot. Oh, that hot Mandy Gold or what's her name? She's with
Mandy
Goldust.
Rose?
Yeah, dude, they're together. You know that?
Bullshit.
I shit you not.
All right. I don't know
Yeah.
about that
Yeah,
one.
she's
but
like engaged to him or something.
Yeah.
lucky fucking
Fuck, man. The juice likes pie. Poontang pie.
Okay, so the first match was EC3, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, and Killian Dane.
The ladder match, right? For
Yeah.
the first ever NXT
match
North American
of
Championship.
the weekend.
It was great, dude. And see, I knew that NXT was gonna blow away Mania because, dude,
They do every show they blow
Yeah.
away. I heard that multiple people in the crowd just listening.
imagine
blah, blah,
if Triple H was
I heard
actually
multiple-
running WWE and not just NXT and 205 Live. You know?
blah. True. But I mean, there's multiple factors that go into that.
Right,
though. But
right.
Anyway, I heard a lot of people even say, I didn't think this NXT was going to be very good.
People are fucking
every
stupid.
every NXT I hear that, and it's just like there's no high expectation. I'll tell you this: go back to any takeover. Tell me a bad takeover. Like I don't,
Never, never.
I seriously
They
don't
always-
think there
yeah.
was a fucking bad takeover
Because they're always fucking, they're showing Vince the brass ring.
Right,
You know?
right.
They're
But-
going out there and putting a better show on than most, if not all, of the WWE pay-per-view events.
Of course. But the match, though, yeah, like within the first 2 minutes, holy shit, Ricochet
Fucking insane.
just
Yeah.
doing that flip. We were just marking out right
Were
away.
you flipping out?
Oh,
for
right,
flips?
right away. Like he would, like fucking, he was just going off. Like it was a pretty hot start, and then it just kept going. Like I don't know, the spots were sick. I really
The Velveteen Dream dropping that fucking elbow
was
off that
so
ladder, dude.
amazing.
That made me
I
wanna-
rewatched it when I got home.
Yeah.
and it's even more amazing like on there because like I'm not saying it wasn't amazing there, but it's just like
Right,
fuck,
getting the
dude,
see, and
like,
that's
yeah,
where you
like-
were there, and
Like,
we
I
were
saw
watching it.
I was way up in the nosebleeds, but I still had a good advantage. There's no bad seat in a fucking wrestling match. I don't care. Like
Well-
maybe behind the entrance, we did see those at WrestleMania. There was people like behind the entrance, and that had to be rough.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know, man. We were up in the nosebleeds, and there's still like even for both of them, and
At the Smoothie King.
yeah, Smoothie King and the fucking Superdome. We were in the nosebleeds.
The Silver Dome, all right?
So,
Get
yeah.
it right.
Now, how much were WrestleMania tickets?
She took care of those.
Well, you know,
What?
that ain't shit. Fuck, man, you got like Pearl Jam coming in the Wrigley Field wanting $200.
But I mean, like if you want to get on,
Right.
real tickets, that's some real shit. Like thousands.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
but I mean, like, I stick to the nosebleeds.
So getting back to this ladder match, though, I really dug it. My predictions for the match, I was kind of hoping EC3 would win because
I had no idea. Like
I didn't
that
really
That was
either.
a match you had no idea who the.
there
fuck
was a lot
winning.
of those matches.
Yeah,
this weekend.
yes, and that was really cool. That was a good, nice fresh feeling of like who's gonna win this.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I would have been happy with a lot of people. I would have I
Yep.
marked for Adam Cole, but
Oh,
I would
yeah.
have I would have marked for a lot of other people in that match.
Velveteen, Adam Cole, and EC3 were my
yeah.
top picks for
Ricochet.
and I always forget
like,
that he's in the match.
dude. I
just
thought
a
he was.
given,
I
you know?
thought he was gonna do it by the end,
Give
like
him
so
a
many
belt!
times. But he's definitely gonna. He's on his way up. You know that.
Yeah, well, see, to me, he's a guy who doesn't need him, EC3, Adam Cole. None of those three guys really need to. I don't know. I don't know Velveteen's background, but none of those guys coming in need to really start down there.
Right,
They
right.
do that. They're maybe not on the same level as like an AJ Styles, but like I'm glad like AJ didn't have to go through that.
That is true. That's very true. But
But
Ricochet,
Carl Anderson
Ricochet
and Luke
AJ
Gallows,
Styles.
they appear too.
Oh
And
my god, yeah.
There are guys that I would normally think that, we're going to put them through NXT first. But they
I
didn't
do
because
gotta
that
say-
Bullet Club connection.
I do gotta say, we skipped over that from Wednesday's last taping though. We War Machine debuted. But
I'm
it was
glad you
War
brought
Raiders.
that. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
I do
see
gotta
that.
say they got the huge War Machine pop,
Yeah.
and like everyone was chanting for
War
it.
Raiders is
as soon as the fucking
GAF,
shit hit
man.
on the, as soon as their
Figure it
music hit, and as soon as their as soon as the thing popped up on the Titantron,
Yeah.
it was everyone was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
War Raiders. Like,
Yeah, no one cares about the fucking War Raiders name. That's what I dislike about WWE taking a lot of these indie talents. Like, luckily for guys like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, they didn't change their names. But like in this case, this is a perfect example. Like, I can't get behind that name. Like, they'll still be good.
yeah, it'll be. All right.
I'm still gonna like them, but War Raiders, like, come
Not
on,
as
man.
good as War Machine, I agree, but
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean, the War Machine was Rhino. Come on, what the fuck, guys? EC up. So, anyways, yeah, that Adam Cole ends up winning
but it was amazing. Yeah,
amazing match.
Yeah,
You guys need to go
amazing.
back on the network or YouTube, however you
Watch
watch
that.
it. A great match, and I'll tell you what. Speaking of
Too
that
many
title,
spots to fucking remember.
Yeah.
Seriously, right now.
Oh, yeah.
the elbow drop was amazing.
what do you think of that belt?
Yeah, I liked it. It reminded me of an old school.
Yeah,
belt,
yeah, it's very
feel.
old school, and I love the brown
H,
strap.
Though, the Triple H though.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and
said
there was a lot of in NXT, and some of it carried over in the WrestleMania with like Shinsuke, and we'll get to that. But entrance wise, a lot of like guitar based like
Oh yeah,
themes, like metal themes.
some band opened up that we saw.
Yeah, Aleister Black's band or.
No, it was like Kane Hill or something.
Oh yeah. I don't fucking like those guys, but at least it's some guitar oriented shit over where WWE, what every time they get a theme song for like any pay per view, it's just like this.
Oh, overhyped,
I don't even know what the fuck to call it, other than like fuck that. Wrestling needs some ballsy ass music behind it, and Triple H does it. He brings that old school vibe, of having people actually live bands out there, and whether you like their style or not, there's still heavy shit being played.
I do
and
gotta
it all
give him to
adds
that.
to
He is getting that more like heavier stuff.
Yeah,
more underground
yeah.
bands. He's trying to like go that.
He's got
route,
the
but-
throwback kind of shit going with NXT,
Right,
which
right.
I love, and I love that NXT title, that North American shit.
Something that I have to highlight. I love this was my first NXT event. I loved the fucking lighting, dude.
Yeah.
Right when the match starts, pitch black fucking crowds and spotlight on the fucking ring. And it just sets the fucking tone, dude.
Yeah.
It sets the vibe, tone, and everything. You get super
You get that
into
big
it.
fight feel.
Oh
you
my
know?
god! Every match, dude. Like right when they hit those lights, you're like, "All right, I'm into this." Like I don't
Right,
care what the
right.
fuck it was. Like, yeah, WrestleMania. You don't like even Raw and SmackDown.
It's so lit
I've
up.
been to plenty Raw and SmackDowns, pay per views, everything. Raw's red.
You've been to Ron's SmackDown.
Raw's red. And
Raw is red. Red is Raw.
fucking SmackDown's the blue shit, and I don't know. I think it's the blackout is way better, but.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
it's more. I like it. I like it. It's
adds
intense.
so much to it.
theatric. It's
Yeah.
the whole spectacle of it.
Right.
It's great. But moving on to the next match, Butch Man Lee. What do we have next?
Ember Moon defended against Shayna Baszler.
Oh, Shayna Baszler. Yeah,
Baszler,
the lesbian. No disrespect.
Yeah.
When she was
I
at
took
MMA.
a piss and got a beer and I missed it. So I missed this match. I did miss this match.
Well,
But,
you know what? But Ember Moon lost, and
yeah,
she ended up debuting on Raw.
Yes.
So you knew that was coming.
I watched part of the match though. I did watch a little like highlights and stuff of the match. It looked fucking great. I think I do love them both.
I think watching
they're
at
both-
home though, I spaced on that one too.
Yeah, you got to understand that first match was what 40
Oh,
minutes
yeah, it
or
was-
30 minutes,
and it was intense,
After
man.
after
I didn't wanna see
entrances,
anything else
yeah,
after
right.
that
I
match.
was so hyped, and I was like, all right, I need a beer, like
Yeah.
need to piss, like
Need a
need to do all
smack.
that, like need to get through that. But I respect those girls.
Respect.
Yeah, mad respect to both those girls. And
Yeah,
stoked
Ember
Moon's
Moon.
on
Yeah,
Raw.
she lost her title, but she came up and
Yeah.
debuted on Raw. So what
I
we
like-
got next? Hold on.
No, no.
What'd you
I
got?
was just about to say I do like Baszler's, the whole MMA
Yeah,
style. Like,
yeah,
love
that's cool.
Love her style.
And was I wrong about her being a lesbian? Or am I confusing her with the other
Sonya
girl?
Deville's a
Sonya
lesbian.
Deville. Yeah,
You think everyone
Sorry.
is a lesbian?
I am.
that makes
Me
sense.
too, bro.
All right, holler back, girl.
Too many cables between us to high five right
I
now.
know, expensive cable.
All right, next match though. What was
The Undisputed Era defended
Oh, that was great too.
Holy
That was- yeah.
shit!
Go ahead.
It's probably my out of both WrestleMania and NXT, probably my second biggest markout moment.
Right, ROH
one-
moment, dude.
one-
a lot
one
of Ring of Honor guys.
I love seeing a heel turn. So
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit!
Roddy
that
Strong, man.
Stunned that crowd. That crowd did not see that
it
shit
did,
coming.
and at the same time, it stunned me. But at the same time, I kind of knew something like that was coming.
All right, Undisputed.
You know?
I went into that match
He
knowing
fits the mold.
Undisputed Era. I had this whole feeling, the whole feeling for NXT. I had that.
You saw a heel turn coming. though.
I felt Undisputed Era, no matter what, was coming out as gold champions. By
Yeah.
the end of that,
Yeah.
with all the gold. That's how
And
I
this
was
was
kind of thinking it.
Undisputed Era. So Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus what? Authors of Pain.
Bobby Fish was not.
Oh, no,
not in
it
the
was
match
Adam
because it
Cole.
was Adam Cole.
Right,
he
right.
took one awesome bump
Yes,
through
he
the
did, yeah.
table and laid there the entire time and came out as champ. That's right.
That's the shit.
But no, dude, all those guys had a great match. That was
Who else? It was a triple threat. I thought.
So Pete. Dunn.
Pete Dunne.
was.
Oh, yeah,
God,
yeah.
You got another person who got a mega pop.
What was he? What's this thing? The Bruiser or
The bruiserweight.
Yeah, the Bruiserweight. I like that. He reminds me of like a
bruiserweight pop
a
at the
younger,
beginning.
tougher fucking William Regal. You know?
Oh, dude. Like a
yeah.
badass.
He's kind of weird looking. He's got a lot of zits, but I kind of love him.
I love all the joint manipulation shit. He does the.
I like
finger cracks.
manipulating joints. What can I say?
He does the finger cracks. He does like all the old school shit.
Two in the
that
pink,
just
one in the
makes-
stink type
Dude,
cracks.
like he does some.
That's
shit
not
that
a move.
He does shit though that just makes you feel
Yeah.
in pain.
Well,
when
the
you're just
the
watching
finger
it,
crack,
yeah.
that's a British thing. Marty Scurll
Yeah,
does
like
that
the-
too. And you hear it.
Oh, dude,
It's
oh,
fucking
oh,
intense to
so-
watch because it's like, man, dude.
Oh, it's so brutal. Everything like I don't know. Roddy Strong, so fucking
Him
good.
turning heel at the end and pulling that swerve to give Undisputed Era, let him retain the belts. It was cool.
Yes.
I didn't see it coming, but
Nope.
I kind of did because I have heard
One of my favorite
stories,
moments, though, definitely
rumors.
from the weekend. Definitely one of my favorite moments from the weekend.
And right, for those of you that don't know, everybody in that team Undisputed Era in NXT were all major players in Ring of Honor within the past several years. Adam Cole was, I think,
Baby.
the only third time. Yeah, baby. The
So
only
that
three-time
huge pop
champ.
for Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Huge. Dude, that crowd was unreal. NXT crowd's still unreal.
Yeah,
It's
that's fucking that's where it's at.
uncomparable. Like,
Good time.
seriously.
Were you drinking beers there?
Oh, yeah.
How much was beer at the venue? $9.
9
good
to
Lord.
11 to 12. 11.
But were they
12.
large beers?
No. 9 for like a bottle.
Were they Cubs game beers? Oh, for a
Yeah.
bottle.
For
I don't
like-
know because
yeah,
who
yeah.
fucking goes to a Cubs
And then
game?
like 11 for like the tall boys.
yeah.
But it was hard to find tall boys, hard to find, like it was just like whatever you can give me, like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you can find, whatever you can give me.
I know occasionally
I can
I'll
give you
go
a
to.
lot.
I'll derail the podcast for a second, and when the Clips Center near Indy was, I don't know, it goes by a different name now. But when you go to a concert, they have $12 beers.
Lucas Oil.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
was just,
But they're the tall ones,
okay.
Yeah,
so they're
yeah,
like
deal.
big ass beers. So I'll pay $12 if I don't have to go back for another half hour,
Dude,
45 minutes. Because
I went and saw The Darkness the other night in Chicago, and I dropped $70 on 2 small little plastic pitchers of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
And like a couple beers and a shot. And I'm sitting there like, who the fuck?
That's why you have to get one of those fake bladders, like a fake belly.
I have a real bladder right
feels-
now,
that
so you
feels
guys
real to
carry
the
on while I
touch.
take care
Fill
of
that
it.
up.
You handle that yourself.
I always do.
So wait, what match were you guys on before I fucked up the flow?
The Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. No, we went after that, didn't we?
No, we hadn't moved on. After that, it's Almas versus Black.
Yeah, Almost versus Black, which I am a huge Black fan. Tommy End. Tommy End. I am a big fan of him. I love that martial arts style in wrestling. I think it's fucking great. He has brutal kicks, brutal striking. Yeah, and
Yeah, that-
Almost is one of those underrated big men from Mexico that I don't know, like he reminds me of La Parca or something like that because he was bigger, like he's not that small style, like that small little dude, but he has that Mexico, lucha libre style, and I definitely love Almas.
Speaking of La Parca, I wanted to.
Aleister Black is my man, so he's yeah. I marked hard when he won that title, and what was that? Selena Vega or whatever. She did some sick Hurricane
Rana, yeah.
Hey, Andrade Cien Almas.
Great. I
can
love
someone
her
Google
interference.
that for me real quick because he was a huge star in Mexico and Lucha
Yes,
Libre. I'm trying to think of his name. But no, that guy is totally underrated. He with Johnny
Really
Gargano, dude. Those
really
matches.
love. Yes.
well,
Oh my
that's
God.
the next match we're going to
Yeah,
is
yeah, but
Gargano
no,
versus Ciampa.
Yeah, last month was Gargano versus him. Though, but oh man, I love how he comes out. I like how he comes out with his Lucha Libre mask and does all that shit. Like
Who's that?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out with his lucha stuff, represent.
And he's
all
with
that
his
shit.
manager, who I really like, who was another TNA superstar, Zelina. She, who was she? Rosita in TNA.
Almas was formerly known as La Sombra.
Yes. Big star down in Mexico. Big star.
But seeing Aleister win the belt was probably
That was
definitely
cool,
my
you know?
favorite. But
I was disappointed because
I kinda
Andrade
know-
didn't fucking, I'm like, all right, he dropped the strap. He's going to Raw or SmackDown. It's probably SmackDown, but
yeah.
no, nothing,
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
I'm curious to see where it goes after that, but I like Aleister Black. He's got that dark.
He's gonna be huge.
He's going to be huge. He could probably be the next Taker type character, but
CM
evolved.
Punk Taker. ish.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, like
More evolved because he's in
Right.
he's in the dark arts and shit,
Right.
but he's more kind of like his own.
his post was awesome. I got to give him credit for that post. He posted a couple days after on Instagram, fucking talking about his
Hey,
depression and
yeah,
shit.
check out his
That's-
fucking theme music though. It's got like the region vocals, like "Don't let me talk to me,
Whole crowd was marking
don't
for
let me
that.
tell you that to me." Whoa!
Whole crowd was marking for that shit. His entrance is awesome though.
Yeah, I do like it as much as I hate that like
Yeah, oh no, yeah,
music
okay,
and those
yeah,
vocals.
yeah. I'm not like.
Don't let me-
I get over that. His entrance is great. He's got.
I like
one
how
of
he
those-
rises up,
Yeah,
dude.
oh,
You know, it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like he's
the
coming up
vampire
through
shit.
smoke. Yeah,
the vampire shit.
Yeah.
is so fucking great, dude.
yeah. Aleister Black's the shit. I saw
He's
you wearing that shirt when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
meeting everybody. Did you
Oh, yeah.
meet Aleister Black?
No, I wish.
didn't see him?
He was one of those. You could probably tell he's training.
You probably didn't go to the graveyard then, did you? Dig up graves, defile the dead.
He was probably in the zone since he knew he was winning the belt. So
Yeah, right. I'm gonna be fucking champion.
I do gotta say him and Mustafa Ali. I gotta say were
Mustafa,
was
Colonel
hyping up.
Mustafa.
I gotta say, like, even looking through their Instagrams and all that, I was like, God damn, these guys are focused. Like,
Yeah.
on WrestleMania. Like,
Oh yeah, big moment for those
Yeah,
guys. I mean, him
exactly,
winning that
seriously.
belt. I mean, and that honestly, that match was fucking awesome too. And that was better than most of WrestleMania.
Yep.
You know?
we'll get there. Johnny Gargano and
Yeah.
And Tommaso Ciampa.
Another couple ROH guys. You know, Tommaso Ciampa, the Sicilian psychopath. I know Ratface. I know you like many of these fucking smart marks out there, as Brian Pillman would call him. R.I.P. to Brian Pillman. We love him on JP Dub. Are really into this storyline. The Gargano Ciampa feud.
good.
It's good.
it's old school.
It is old school.
Almost reminded me of Brian Pillman Austin.
Yeah. There. Okay. Yeah.
Talking about Brian Pillman.
Yep.
But it was great. A lot of I felt the crowd's reaction when the title match was on the screen before it.
Mm-hmm.
The like
That was
Really?
the main draw
Really?
of the
Yeah,
show, I
no,
believe, over everything.
right,
even the
right.
title match.
I totally get why they did it, and I agree with why they did it. I thought that match should have went last and everything, but there was a gasp in the audience when that title match came up before that. Like, because there was a lot of people that didn't expect that, and I get it, you know.
Yeah.
So it totally deserved it, though, to go
Did,
on last, and
uh,
it was brutal.
Yeah, refresh my memory because I don't. I mean, you know, obviously sitting here after many beers later, can't recall specific spots. But
yeah,
I'm sure that Johnny Gargano took.
Right off
Beat
the
him with
bat,
his
John-
knee brace.
Yeah.
He did. Yes.
But right off the bat, Gargano went to like a lot of his key signature moves, the spear through the rope, and like
Right.
did all these big moves.
I'm sure he got
right away.
fucking
Yeah,
jacked
he was-
on the apron on the
he was
outside,
on
like he always
fire.
takes that bump. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
on fire right away, so that was great to
That
jack
power
up the
bomb.
audience. Whoo! Let's talk about that splat
power
power
bomb.
bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, on
That
the
was
concrete.
fucking insane.
He probably chipped an elbow on that one, dude. Like
Yeah.
taking
Dude,
that
his
bump.
back smacked
oh
so
my
hard.
Hey,
God.
hold
That was-
on, guys. Please, don't try this at home. All right, go ahead.
and then
How do you learn how to fall off a 20-foot ladder?
yeah, don't land on concrete, please.
No.
don't try.
Fuck,
anything on
concrete, get fucked.
It
You gotta
is
tuck
not
your
fun.
elbows in.
Oh,
Yeah, and your dick.
But
Tuck your dick in, balls and
the
elbows in.
other one of the
Your
other
name to Caitlyn.
the other spot that just
Then
had
you'd look
me-
like Caitlyn? Is that
Change your name to Caitlyn.
Oh, is he shooting on Caitlyn? She's very
R.I.P.
managed.
Bruce.
But the other spot that one of the other spots that like had me the forearms across the back. I was
Yeah.
in the nosebleeds, and you could hear those like they were right next to you. Like me and my girlfriend Amber, we were just staring at each other, just like,
Amber.
Shout out to him.
holy shit!
of your energy.
Whoa! If anybody want a
we legit couldn't believe the sounds that were coming off those beatings, though.
What kind of beatings are we talking about? Like the beatings of your bedroom?
the beatings at the entrance.
The rudiments of your hand on your cock?
Those happen too.
All right. Oh, all right. I like where this is going now.
Next match.
All right.
Next match.
Well, that was the main
That
event
was
of
the-
NXT.
yeah,
so
NXT,
next we're
okay.
up to WrestleMania
Out of,
next day.
I do want to say out of NXT, I'll give that like seriously probably an 8 out of 10. I was
Now,
Yeah, I like
what
the
did you prefer? What do you think was a better match, the ladder match or Gargano and Ciampa?
That's hard. You can't really.
I can't. I can't really do that because that was a 6-way match. So many spots. So many shit. For one-on-one matches, I'd probably give it.
Which do you think would have been a better main event? The one that they had as the main event?
That was the right,
that was
that
what
right
everybody was
decision.
storyline wise.
decision.
Right.
Everybody.
I was questioning it right off the bat. I was like, "Ooh, is this the right idea?" You know, like, yeah. I'm
You can't
stupid.
come too early.
I'm stupid for thinking
you
that.
premature ejaculator.
Right, they're both amazing. I do want to go back. The
Welcome back.
Ciampa's entrance,
His chompers, man.
fucking awesome because the no music,
Right.
fucking great. So you got the crowd just fucking hating on him.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
suck
the heat.
chance. And then on the network still, I watched it this
Were
morning.
you watching the network while you were there? Did you do
No,
that?
No,
You didn't do that. I would have done that. I would do
actually,
you know what I mean?
actually,
better view.
WrestleMania, I
Fuck
did.
the Titantron.
WrestleMania, I did for the pre-show just to see where they were at.
Right.
You know, like we got to our seats and I was like, hold on, I got to see where the fuck we're at. Like,
Yeah.
like, but no, what was I saying?
The pre-show.
The entrance.
No, the entrance. What the fuck?
He's lost it, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, I've lost.
Fuck God!
I've been
Come
drinking.
back to us.
So, first match of the next day, WrestleMania, the big show.
Whoa,
Whoa! I
Before
missed.
Before we get into that, though, I want to know. So NXT ends, right? We're gonna log your journey here. After NXT, what time that shit get over? What was it, like 10, 11 down there?
No idea. I don't remember by that.
No
yeah,
concept of
probably
time,
like,
reality.
Probably like 10 or 11.
A lot of sex
yeah.
and drinking.
I think it was like
and roll.
11:45. Okay, yeah. Like we got out of there, went back to the Airbnb that we had, which was really close to the arena. We went back to the Airbnb, met up with our homies, and then we went back down to Bourbon Street, and that's
The infamous Bourbon Street.
And that's actually when I ran into Corey Graves.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
We were standing there watching a band on the street, and
like the
all of a
worst
sudden,
people.
this Mark next to me was looking at me,
Corey
and
Graves and
he
Hulk
noticed
Hogan.
my shirt or whatever. Or that was a different night, wasn't it? But whatever. And but regardless, he noticed my shirt, and then he marks out at me. He's like, "Oh, give me a 2 sweet." So I gave him a 2 sweet.
Wait, Corey Graves?
No. This was a Mark standing next to me.
Oh, okay.
And then he 2 sweets me, and then
Smart Mark.
he looks back and he's like, "Holy shit, there's Corey Graves." And I was just turned around. I was like, "Hey, what up?" And like he was really cool, really nice.
Yeah.
He was with his girlfriend. They took a picture with us.
Was his girlfriend HAF?
Yeah. But
I'm not familiar with that term.
Figure it out. Oh, is there hummus in here? All that.
but yeah, he was cool as fuck. He
Bakwan.
Oh,
Russian.
yeah, that was Saturday actually that I met him. Actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, now that you
Saturday.
go back and figure it out after
Yeah.
you misled the motherfucking
Whatever.
faithful here at JP Dub.
Regardless, I still went out down the Bourbon Street after, and there was nothing much that night, but like the
Bourbon Street's kind of like, you ever had that drink, the Mind Eraser? Remember Montez used to do those back in the
Oh,
day?
yeah.
You
What
kind
about
of
those
like take it in
Ghostbusters
and
that
then you
Jimbo
forget.
used to do?
Jimbo is a Ghostbuster. He's like the staple. Never mind.
How do you make one of those mind erasers?
It's like,
Don't you just pour everything
like-
you can find into a large
I don't know the
container?
exact
On
ingredient.
that
JR,
note, while
can
you
we
guys are
get
talking
that?
about booze, I'm taking a
Mind
peek.
erasers? We gotta let people know how to
Line
make dial it up.
I mean, like
Butch
usual,
Manley.
we just we tell people to
Yeah,
fucking Google it.
you do what you do.
I was under the impression that it's like
You suck it down with the straw.
It's a less
dude.
classy. Sorry,
It's
I
like
keep-
I think Guinness and
it's a less classy Long Island iced tea. I
You
think
said it's a white
literally just-
trashy.
Is that what I didn't
I
say
guess.
that. I didn't say that. I love everybody.
Boy, no. My name is Kid.
For those that ever like Jamie Noble.
But
White trash.
I think you take whatever you can find.
No, you're totally wrong.
That makes you a
Probably.
whore, right?
It's 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of coffee liqueur,
Yeah.
2 ounces of club soda.
Yep. And you suck it down with the straw, like the whole glass. And
if you
it's
don't
kind
have
of
a
like
straw?
doing a whip it, but in alcohol.
Whip it good.
Not familiar.
Like wah, 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 wah. Like after you fucking drink this shit, you know, it's a good time.
Correct that whip.
Bum, 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 bum. I like Devo. Thank you, Jared, for bringing that into my life.
I
right
like
now.
their music and their costumes.
Fuck
and
yeah, we are Devo.
I remember what we were talking about with Tommaso Ciampa's entrance.
Yes, we're getting back to Tommaso's entrance now that you finished fucking draining your huge ass cock.
Fuck you, Ciampa chants are still
Take it easy.
Are still in the network. Is you could still watch it. It says "fuck you, Ciampa" loud as fuck.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah,
I do remember.
It's
that.
still there today. Like
That's great.
no edit out, no nothing. It's
I'm
still
surprised
there.
he
I watched
doesn't
it
get
today.
called
I
up.
watched it today. The "fuck you, Ciampa" chants were loud and proud.
Yeah.
But for some
and they
reason,
were amazing.
WWE's editing out Rusev chants and
so
with-
much.
with
Yeah,
AJ
yes,
Styles.
right.
Like,
Yeah. So I mean,
they're gonna
Here's
edit something.
SmackDown, I've heard, is very known for that, but Raw not so much. But I mean, I imagine they do it for both. I mean,
Right.
whatever.
Kevin Dunn, fuck you.
Okay, so
He's
Matt
one of the
Hardy
best.
won the 30-man battle royal.
Oh yes, I missed that match. That was a match I
No,
took
wait.
a pee on.
See,
so
I
I wasn't to my seat yet. I'm sorry, I didn't take a pee on it. I would love to see that match.
No, that was the pre-show shit because I was.
But
were
there
you
was
at my
a
house
lot-
yet?
Yeah,
JR?
I got there right after Matt Hardy won.
Yeah, I think there might have been some before that too.
After that, Cedric Alexander. and
Here's what I
Mustafa
don't-
Ali.
Yeah. Here's what I
you're
don't like,
you're
though.
That's how it was.
Because I'm pretty sure they had the Cruiserweight Championship too on the pre-show.
Yeah, it was. It was right after.
Just
second
you
match.
know, like the year or two before when Austin Aries was on there, and then when they released the DVD, they edited the whole match out, and it's probably one of the best matches of the whole fucking night.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I'm not cool with having belt matches, even if it's the
Edit it
Cruiserweight
out
title
or whatever
on the
yeah.
pre-show. You know, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, yeah, it's like whatever. You're winning a fucking trophy, you know, like. But the Cruiserweight title thing this year, again, on the pre-show, after they had built it
so
up.
so long. Though.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, where do you put it on the card? This was one of the largest Mania cards in a long time.
It was, yeah.
Usually
it was
it's
long.
11 or 12 matches. This was like 13 or 14.
14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah,
Was it
exactly.
14?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I understand that they had to go, you know, where they had to put matches and whatnot. But it's
Where
just like-
do we go
It-
now?
Yeah, I've heard the argument of people are sad that the tag team titles have been misrepresented on
yeah.
WrestleMania
Oh, yeah.
and always on the
Did they
pre-show
defend?
and blah blah
yeah,
blah.
they did defend both.
They definitely
Dude,
did.
the we're
yeah.
gonna talk about that. We might as well just jump to that now. We'll skip around a
Bludgeon
little
Brothers?
bit. No, the Braun Strowman match, the Raw tag titles.
So
That was
yeah, way at the end.
Tag.
This is
Yeah.
a co-headlining match.
yeah.
actually.
And first of all, this is what I want to say. I want to bring it to everybody's attention. The first half of WrestleMania was pretty awesome. It was cool. It exceeded expectations. I even for Ronda Rousey, and we'll get into that.
Yep.
But the Braun Strowman thing just pissed me the fuck off. They take some planted kid, you know, he's one of the refs' kids, it turns out to be, and it's like that's gonna be Braun Strowman's fucking. It's like they're almost ribbing you know, like
little
because
bit.
everybody's like, who's his partner gonna be? It's gonna be Rey Mysterio or
Bobby
Hogan
Lashley,
or Lashley or
Batista.
so, you know, yeah.
rumor and innuendo, as some other podcasts would say.
No, we don't talk about the network. Yeah.
Rumor and innuendo would say.
Yeah, I almost said that once tonight. I knew you were gonna bring it up.
But anyway,
I don't. I hated that shit. Do you guys?
well, that they held out on Brock, or I mean on Braun, because of that steroid shit before.
What steroid shit?
There was that WrestleMania, or right before.
He had a
WrestleMania.
steroid thing?
No. It was the Roman steroid thing,
Oh,
right
yeah,
before WrestleMania and everything. I heard they held off on Braun, his match, on where to put him for WrestleMania until the last minute, just in case any shit went down with Roman.
And some shit did go down because that match was shit.
Absolutely. As I'll repeat as the crowd did, this is awful.
They did. I did catch that, and I
Loud
loved that.
and
I
proud.
loved it, dude. That was
this is awful,
man.
loud and proud.
No one wants to see a
But
fight, and then he
anyway,
tags
let's
in
get
the
back.
little
Let's
kid.
get back to Braun real quick.
Okay. Well,
As a spectator at WrestleMania, a lot of people were freaking out for it. It was an exciting moment, you know, like having him running through the crowd. Everyone's freaking out, of course. Stupid. I thought it was stupid as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Like
And by the way, I will interject
But
this-
as an entertainment value kind of thing, I get it. That was a kid's moment.
That's exactly what I was
a
gonna agree
fucking
with,
Kids
you
moment,
know?
and. I heard somebody else say this on a different podcast. I can't remember who, whatever.
no one cares
podcast.
who.
Yeah,
This is
there
the
is
only
no other
podcast.
but
Fuck them.
it's Vince McMahon trying to like give him a spotlight in kids'
hand job.
eyes.
Yeah,
But if
He's
you
giving
ask
kids
if you
hand
ask
jobs?
if you ask me, next year is fucking Braun's year. You know, like, and
I'll put it to you this way: he did good with that role. If I were him,
exactly,
and this is just my personality, I would have been pissed. Like, what the fuck?
Right. But you gotta
handled
do
it.
your fucking job, and he did it perfect.
And
dude.
as much as you just heard me bash that segment,
he did it perfect.
I am with you where I agree. It's like, you know what, that sucks, but that kid just got a fucking moment. You know, that's that's cool for that kid.
Right.
You know, and Braun.
It sucks
he
for
went over well.
You know who it sucks for? Braun, Cesaro.
It sucks for us the fans because we don't give a fuck.
Well,
you know?
Braun and Cesaro majorly,
I'm
but
calling it-
Sheamus too.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Sheamus and
Cesaro, I don't give a fuck. Cesaro's one
Well,
of the best
Sheamus,
wrestlers.
I had heard for a
I don't
while
give
he was.
fuck
Cesaro's great, dude. When he was
One
the
of the best
Kings of
wrestlers
Wrestling
ever.
with
ever one of Cesaro's.
Cassius Ono back in Ring of Honor.
Sorry.
There's
Don't
just a lot of
apologize.
messy vocals right there.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
who was saying what.
It doesn't matter. You know
All
what?
right, we'll
this
get
is
past this.
we will get past it. We like to do that. You know, we all
I'm calling
I
it
just
right
don't
now.
apologize.
That little kid's going in the Hall of Fame next year in the celebrity wing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, fuck that kid. Sorry, kid.
I
Chris.
think we met.
Poor
Nicholas.
What was that?
He's not
JJ
poor.
Robinson. I think we met her dad.
Did you?
or like he was standing like right next to us in line. I'm pretty
The
sure.
referee?
No, that JJ.
JJ Dillon?
No, the little kid that went in the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, you know what? I did
His
see him,
dad,
and he was
AJ
actually
or
pretty
something.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was
I
trashing
was,
Cena.
All right, so Naomi won the women's battle
I
royal.
did
That's
not-
all we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, The Miz,
Hey,
and
no
Finn Balor.
disrespect to women's wrestling.
That was a
crowd,
match.
That crowd did pop for Sasha and Bailey. That square off was tight.
They fought? Oh, well,
Sasha
in the,
and
in the
Bailey
battle
turned
royal.
on her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like
But
that.
that
I
pop,
like the Bailey
that
heel.
pop was intense for them. That was really cool. I
When
did
that
gotta give
pussy's pop.
Go after that. What was that? After the battle royal?
Oh, Rollins, Miz, and Balor.
Good match.
Probably my favorite match from Mania.
Really?
Actually, yeah, wrestling match. You know, like my favorite. Like this is fucking good.
I think you
know?
really liked Finn Balor's LGBT attire.
Oh
You
yeah,
know? She's a
obviously.
Well, he
rainbow
did
warrior.
it with Sonya Deville. Did you see she
He
had
did
that?
no, because she's a lesbian. He didn't
She's
do
getting that
anything.
shit,
Yeah,
by
but
the way.
he's
You think everyone's a lesbian?
I'm a lesbian.
I am also a lesbian.
Hell yeah, we're a tag team.
I'm a huge Finn Balor mark and a huge Seth Rollins.
Well, OG
mark.
Bullet Club, man.
Well,
the
I mean,
leader, the
yeah, both of them,
originator of
yeah.
the Bullet Club, dude. Fucking Prince Devitt.
Let's talk about that. I think he's going to SmackDown next week on that shake.
You think he's gonna on the shake
Oh,
up?
so I think dude. If they don't,
They'll
take
get
it-
him more
I-
over on SmackDown.
the demon's going to
Oh,
SmackDown.
that'd be tight. But no, if they don't,
Wrestles on both.
if they don't capitalize with stealing this Balor Club or the Bullet Club breakup, if they don't capitalize on
See,
stealing,
are you
this,
being trolled though? Is it really a breakup? Or
okay?
is-
Whatever.
You
If
don't
they
know. That's how good
if
that
they don't-
storyline is.
If they don't capitalize on this storyline with Finn,
The OG Bullet Club.
Finn and AJ, with Luke Gallows.
I want that group to happen and then them to fight each other.
Implode. Let
Yeah,
them
implode.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Let that happen. That'd
Let
be
it lead to
fucking
AJ versus Finn Balor. How it should have.
Amazing. It would've
Like
been-
what was it, a couple months ago? What pay per view was that? Where they
Brock and no, yeah, they did have Finn and AJ
Yeah.
did face each other, and it was phenomenal.
yeah. He is a fucking smart Mark.
Okay, then we had Charlotte Flair defeating Asuka.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I liked it.
I liked it too. But it was
Another
shocking.
match of the night
Me and JR were
candidate.
holding hands during that
Seriously.
match.
Yeah,
like,
it was intense.
Yeah, just like, please win. You know what I loved at the end? She's like, yo, we're ready for Asuka!
I marked.
Yeah! I did too.
And then she
looks
like hugged her. Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be like this
Her
badass
boobs
bitch.
were all
So
sweaty,
many good
touching each
spots,
other. you
the
know?
flip into the fucking triangle choke.
I can do the triangle choke.
So many good, dude. There was so many good spots in that match. It
It was good.
solid.
And
solid
as
match,
much as
probably
I
match candidate,
dislike
match
Charlotte as a person for my own weird, dumb personal reasons. I mean, I do like the build up they're giving her. I mean, she will probably go
phenomenal.
down as like
she's phenomenal.
yeah, and she is hell of athletic. You know,
Phenomenal.
no disrespect to her. Like I
So
said, I
good.
got my own little grudge against her to where I don't like her.
She's so good.
But she is good. I will
so
give her props. So cheers to that.
Okay, Jinder Mahal
Did you just say Jinder Mahal?
The disappointment of the night in the crowd.
I honestly
was
didn't
shit.
watch 2 seconds of that
That
match.
was shit.
It was about 2 seconds.
This was
what
where
I
it started to
remember.
dip, was it not?
Yeah.
Well,
No, because right after
Yeah,
that we had
not
Kurt
yet.
Angle, Ronda
Okay,
Rousey.
not
okay.
yet,
We'll
not
get.
yet.
All right.
not yet. The crowd was hyped for Rusev.
Yes.
Rusev.
Machka!
I just,
Stratton.
Stretching with Stratton.
I just couldn't believe. Yeah,
I
that
will
they
not
just-
play your game.
You play the fucking game! You play!
I will not play your game.
Okay, you all about the game.
No, you play it.
Yeah, so let's just jump to that. The Kurt Angle and Ronda.
No.
Rousey.
We'll go.
Well,
we'll go.
I mean,
let's talk a little bit
US
about the
title,
U.S.
I mean,
title match.
there
It
was
wasn't a bad match.
It was all right.
I
They
just
had
didn't like the outcome. Jinder
It
Mahal
was very
winning.
short. They got in all their shit. Randy Orton did the RKO fest.
You know why Jinder won? Because
So
they're
he
doing
could
that
drop it in Saudi Arabia or
yeah,
whatever.
probably.
greatest Royal Rumble. That's why it's still. I don't
Probably.
like that business shit of
It's
it. you know?
business. So but that's what I was talking about earlier. You were talking about, man, if Triple H could take over, and shit like that.
Yeah.
Triple H is more of a bit, pro wrestling aspect. He's all about the wrestling aspect. Where Vince, you got to take that to the entertainment.
Yeah,
value
he's
and,
more of a Liberace, whereas Triple H is.
You gotta take it. It's entertainment and business.
Right.
So it's hard to.
Stratton's gonna do business
They're
when
a
I
public.
fucking lay
They're
him
a
down.
public fucking company.
For comfort.
Seriously.
For comfort.
It's unfortunate
Pleasure.
sometimes people get angry about it, but
Right. It is a
you're
business.
still gonna fucking watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Vince McMahon
and
is
that's
the
his
best-
mentality.
Yeah, Vince
Yeah.
McMahon is the best promoter. That
He's probably the
has-
best storyteller. I'll go as far as right now. We're all nerds fucking sitting here.
Aesop tells a better story.
Yeah. Well, as far as
Shakespeare.
Spear. Someone say Spear.
Who was the fucking asshole that invented circuses though? He's like the best promoter.
Oh,
since him.
Barnum and Bailey.
P.T. Barnum.
Yeah, P.T.
Yeah.
Barnum.
He's
Yeah,
probably the
he
best
is the
promoter.
P.T.
Yeah.
Like in the Andre the Giant doc, and we'll get into that too.
I haven't seen it yet.
Anybody
Pussy.
want to be
Me too.
He was all about the flatulence too.
This idiot monster farts.
All right, so now we can skip the U.S. title match. So that's how I
Kurt
felt
Angle.
about it.
Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
The most insane crowd of the weekend.
You know what?
It
I will put it
was
to you this way because we said on
bonkers.
previous episodes I was totally against it, and I didn't like the whole. A lot of what rubs me wrong about Ronda is
Ronda's got it.
she's stealing Piper's fucking gimmick. She's got it.
Piper
she
gave it
does.
to her.
Yeah, I know he did. I know he did. I know he had her blessings,
argue
but I
with it.
still don't like it. I can't because I don't like it. It's like create your own shit. You're a badass bitch on your own.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it.
Wasn't there a time when other wrestlers kind of handed down their gimmick to somebody
Well,
else?
in Lucha Libre, it's done all the time.
it.
Let's talk about Ric Flair.
Yeah, right. No, but long story short, I will openly admit right here, episode 5, The Hangover. I was against this match. I hated everything about it. And right when Ronda tagged in and went in the corner and who was she striking? It was Stephanie.
She went right after Stephanie. flipped her
Those
over
were
the fuck-
probably the most precise, believable strikes I had seen in pro wrestling in a long fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
And I started marking out hard. You
Yeah,
were there,
especially
dude.
when she started.
Dude, when she treated
punching
Triple H,
Triple H.
like a
Yeah,
punching
now there
bag.
was, and she went into a little chain moment where it was a tad sloppy.
Stephanie.
Oh, like
It was
catch as catch
forgivable.
can style.
Stephanie had her arm in the air, just like it was.
Yeah.
It was. She was trying to go with it, and Ronda did the best she could, and she
Right.
capitalized on it. She did well.
And yeah, yeah.
I totally get everything and why they put her in there. They put her in there with Stephanie McMahon. They put her in there with Triple H.
Top
They put her-
dogs, dude.
Put her in there, Kurt Angle.
Who makes the most money in the
best-
company?
Yeah,
Them
Plus,
guys.
it was two like
that pop.
Olympic
Yeah,
medal.
I love
Yeah,
that
right,
aspect. I'm
right,
glad
right,
you brought
right,
that up,
yes.
dude.
Fucking two.
in-
because she
you know,
won a medal in
Shit,
judo.
Legit
Yeah.
people.
the
And
Olympics.
Kurt Angle, dude, he won the fucking Olympic gold medal with a freaking broken
This-
neck.
Yeah, right. Broken freaking neck.
His neck's huge, by the way.
Oh, it was scary huge.
It's been broke like 8 times.
You could
It's
see it.
still
You
huge.
could see it from the fucking nosebleeds.
From the nosebleeds. It
was
wasn't bleeding
scary.
because of the cocaine, though. It was bleeding from the passion for the biz.
And a little bit of cocaine.
Just
So we all agree
But
that
Triple H though sold phenomenally.
He did.
a great job. I
loved their entrance.
Loved the fucking so much of how they everyone knew how it was gonna end.
Yeah.
A fucking armbar.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
everybody knew it. But they teased it like 5 fucking times on how it was going down.
Right.
And that dude,
The next night on Raw when she did that little flip into the armbar was awesome.
biggest fuck up
Yeah.
I think they had, Triple H should have tapped. That would have been.
Oh yeah, that would have been on ESPN.
ESPN
Hey,
guaranteed.
but Triple H
Guaranteed.
buries, he doesn't put over.
Get the shovel out.
618.
Get the shovel out.
Yeah.
Okay, then we
But,
had
No. We're still on this.
I mean,
We're-
it was a hype match. I'm not mad at or talking about it more. Like it was really good. Like that crowd was.
It lived
insane.
up to everything.
That crowd
I
was.
think.
I looked
I'm glad-
around at
yeah.
so many parts of that match, just like this crowd's on fire. I've
Yeah.
never seen that. Like, just like this is really going. You know, like a Kurt Angle. When
Amber was
when
fucking
left.
sitting there like, choke up! Choke up!
She was freaking out, definitely for sure. Like,
Yeah.
there was so many great spots.
Yeah,
we missed this in the Ronda Rousey Asuka match.
Ronda Rousey.
John Cena stealing fucking Asuka and Charlotte's moment in the ring.
Oh, yeah. They cut the cameras like, hey,
Bullshit.
he's here. He's here.
John
Who's
Cena
here?
had to go take a pee and run backstage.
He was prepping for the white trash, but he got,
That was bullshit. I thought that was kind of horseshit. That he just like kind of
Yeah.
stole some thunder from Asuka and
Well,
Charlotte. That was,
I don't think that's not his fault. That's the writers.
No, that's
dude.
writers,
That's-
and
yeah.
it was just like I didn't like. You should have cut. Okay, like what pissed
was
me
a
off,
bad
give it another
segue.
10 seconds.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
when they do that shit,
WrestleMania.
they cut the lights. You know, they cut the lights, and then they go to their next
Get the
segment.
lights.
They didn't do that shit. Like he just started running, and Asuka was just standing there, like, you know, like whatever. And like,
Yeah.
it was just like I don't steal that thunder from
They
Charlotte.
took the moment away a little bit,
And,
yeah.
and then you think about that, they did it twice to Asuka now, like Royal Rumble
Yep.
and.
Yep.
Like what the fuck, dude? Asuka's your new Goldberg, and you are just shitting on her on all of her best moments.
Well,
Like, yeah, but we'll get past that. What was the next match?
Bludgeon Brothers.
oh, I didn't really watch that one
I
either.
took a pee.
I had no.
Yeah,
It took a
okay.
pass.
This is where I gotta say something though. Shout out to fucking Luke Harper, Brody Lee.
Yeah, right.
I've seen him the most out of any wrestler. I thought about this a while ago when I was
On
at
the streets?
No. Of all the events I've ever went to, like Raw, SmackDowns,
Bless
I
you.
went to a bunch this year and before. I went to a bunch of indie shows when I was younger too, though. But Brody Lee is the most person I've seen him the most out of any
Really?
wrestler I've ever
Ever?
seen.
Really?
Yeah. I've thought about it. I've seen him almost at every.
What was he?
at-
What did he do on the Indies? Like who'd you see him
IWA.
with? Was he IWA?
IWA. I seen him in 2 great matches. I have him on DVD. I can't remember who he faced. They were phenomenal matches. He won the first one. It was a nasty big boot to the face. He did.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was in a small gym in Joliet, Illinois.
You don't say.
Brody Lee fucking destroyed.
Joliet,
Yeah,
Illinois?
Yeah, hell yeah, that toilet.
How dare you?
But But no. After I thought about it, though, like I've seen him the most at Raw, SmackDown. He's always every time I go. He's
Except when he's hurt.
Oh yeah, he was hurt for that little bit. I think that I missed him once. So the one time I did go.
Speaking of
I
missing
missed him.
things, we were talking earlier about the Battle Royal on the pre-show, and I don't think we really touched on something that kind of intrigued me in a good and bad way. Matt Hardy winning, but Bray Wyatt with the assist. Because everybody was curious to see
Could've
what was
been
going to
opposite.
happen after
Could've been opposite to
he was
give
thrown in the
Bray the-
lake of reincarnation. So everybody's like, "Fuck you, Sren, you piece of shit."
No.
Everybody thought
Everybody was waiting for it. Everybody was waiting for
something different.
Yeah.
Like what's going to happen with him, and I do
I'm
kind
stoked
of
on
like
it.
that he's with him, but it's kind of weird. I automatically sense that there's a
They
like
might-
when Randy Orton infiltrated the Wyatt family and broke them up from within. I think maybe
Daniel
it's going to
Bryan?
do that. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan did
Daniel
the
Bryan
same.
did it too when
Yeah.
he wore the fucking Michael Myers outfit and the goat.
But I don't know. I thought that was. I think it's great. I think they're going to be probably a new tag team. I think they're packaging them as a tag team right now.
Yeah.
After seeing Raw and everything like
they're
that.
going for the belts.
Yeah, I can.
And they kind of involved Brother Nero a little bit into that, dude.
They tapped into it. Yeah,
I
that
would like to
promo
see
was
that
With
sick.
Finn Balor and them.
You know who I would love to
AJ
see?
Styles.
But
And
it's cool.
Buster.
Yeah, I'd rather see that. Sorry.
I would rather see Jeff Hardy come back as Willow in the WWE. I liked Willow, dude.
Not gonna happen.
I know it's not, but
Brother Nero is where it's
well,
at.
here's the thing though, he owns that shit, and
Right.
TNA
No, that's
Impact is open clause now, where people can leave. That's what EC3 did. EC3, Ethan Carter III, was a character they had created and trademarked and all that shit.
Right.
And then once they went through the lawsuit with the Hardys and all that bullshit.
They give up on that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And it was what's best for business, and it works good for them. It's given people more of a reason to want to come and work with them and establish your name, and then you can go elsewhere and use it.
Very healthy for the business.
Exactly.
Very, very healthy.
So, what we got after the fucking boring? I mean, the Bludgeon Brothers.
Undertaker.
Okay, here we go. All right.
What was that? Say that again?
Undertaker versus John
We
Cena.
now getting back to what episode one
did you
where
see
we
it?
were hating on it. Shred didn't watch shit.
okay.
Did you watch wrestling? No.
Okay. One of the best parts of the whole thing. Me and Amber were in line for getting drinks, and John Cena's music hit.
Wait, how much were these drinks you were buying?
Well, about to be $11 probably, or something, and like a $5
what
water.
were you drinking? Miller Lite, probably
She
too.
got like a $5 water. I'm pretty sure. at
Yeah.
that time, yeah. Yeah, something shitty like that. It was like Michelob Ultra, Budweiser, or
yeah.
Bud Light, or
Dilly dilly.
Coors Light. Yeah, that sounds right.
Dilly dilly. Did you get silly?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
All right. Fair enough.
But regardless, we were trying to buy a drink at this moment, and John Cena's music hit, so everyone knew Undertaker
You
was
ran.
about to.
You ran.
And the whole fucking place cleared, and there was no line for the bathroom or no line for the beer line, so we went and got our shit before. We didn't need to see John Cena come out for the fucking 100th time. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got back to our seats
I mean,
before
you couldn't
Undertaker.
see him anyways.
Yeah.
His
At
time
least
is
Shred
now.
couldn't bifocal wearing motherfucker.
True. So rude.
Is it Rick Rude?
But no,
Rick Rude.
all right.
No,
now,
Rick.
Here
Suppress
comes, here
Rick.
comes the bashing.
I'll stay away.
Here comes the bashing on my part.
The Bashing Brothers? Or Basham? Doug and what was it? Weren't they-
Bashing booger.
The internet is not going to agree with me on this, and probably you guys.
Fuck
not.
the internet. Unless they support the Juice Pro Wrestling podcast. Then you're great.
I liked John Cena versus The Undertaker.
I did too. I did. JR was hating on it. Butchman Lee
loved
fucking
the
hated
squash
it.
match.
I love that.
I thought
Taker
it could
looked
go
in good shape, too.
He looked in great
But
shape.
maybe it was a
But
squash.
are they trying to give him a run now?
It might be his
Let
last
him, you
year.
know what? Let him
If
have
it's
a
his
run.
last year-
Come on.
If it's his I think this could be his last run. If it's his last run, let it
It's
fucking
pointless
be.
once he lost at WrestleMania.
Let him have a run as long as he does it
understand-
once a year.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. It doesn't make sense, and
get who
I'm
you're
like
coming
totally
on.
lost on like why they fucking
Unless
let
he's
him
gonna
lose
lose
twice.
to everybody now,
Right,
like,
right.
just to put
But
him over.
I think this might
If
be
they
his
do
year to
put him over, listen to
put
this,
everybody
guys.
over. you know?
Cállate la boca. If they do put him over, he's the only guy in wrestling history that's like really like the legend he is, but a guy, and he's never left. He'll be the only guy that they will let go out on top as being over, like over everybody.
fucking kidding
Because
me?
look at all the
No,
guys that
because
come
they
back.
already had him lose twice at WrestleMania. So
Well,
that's not
yeah.
true.
Well, no, but now they're doing this shit.
I mean,
the guys like
Flair,
that,
They're like,
Like,
hey,
he's
we
a
already
player they let. But I mean,
tarnished
they-
your record, so yeah, now we'll let you win some more.
I mean,
Well,
That's
it's all.
like when
I mean,
the
it's
all
Giants took out
fixed
Eli
anyway.
Manning for one game. Killed his streak, and then
as much as they did it too, he said okay with it. He
Yeah.
was okay with
He's
it.
a businessman.
Yeah, he's a.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they should've had enough respect for the character alone.
I'm going. I don't think it should have ended. I definitely don't think it should
Butchman
have
Lee and
ended.
Ratface are going to get into it.
But I get it. I don't know. I think it tarnishes, his little ending to his career a little bit.
Like the little-
why do they have to end it?
But at the same time, you got to have him go over it. Like that was the.
I'd rather have
was
that
the
than
name,
him
like,
losing the Roman fucking Reigns and that shit. That was pure hot garbage to me.
Watch out, he's gonna cock his wrist.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah,
punch
yeah,
Roman Reigns.
Roman Undertaker. Yeah. that
Yeah,
was
so
garbage.
if this was his last match, great, because he came back, and everybody thought he was coming back as white trash Undertaker.
No,
We brought that up in many episodes.
I was, my prediction was John Cena was being in the fan.
Maybe they trolled us though. You know?
No. My prediction was John Cena, being the fan at WrestleMania.
If he
was
came
gonna
back
come
as a
in,
doctor of
cut a promo
thugonomics.
on Kid Rock, and then fucking he was gonna be like, oh well, I got the American Badass on my side, and then like go into the song.
That would've been terrible.
That's what I was waiting for. Like I was seriously waiting for some terrible shit like that.
I mean, with Kid Rock going in the Hall of Fame, like it was like a
I do gotta
certainty
say, I am super happy I didn't have to sit through him playing, and he was supposed to play.
Oh, he didn't play.
was supposed
Thank
to play.
God.
No, he didn't.
How do you know he was supposed to play?
They said he was the entertainment for
Is
the
that
night.
rumor and innuendo?
No, they always have a fucking
Just rumor.
they always have a
No
performance,
innuendo.
a live performance from somebody, and they did say
Wait,
at a
that's the other
Raw.
guys.
I don't remember which one. It was maybe like 3 weeks ago, but at a Raw, they did say he was the performance. He was the live.
Who gives a fuck about
But
Kid Rock?
I
Doesn't
was
he have
pissed.
HPV?
Probably
Or
well,
hepatitis.
I mean, he banged Pamela.
I mean, I would bang her too, so whatever.
Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Sami
man.
Zayn.
Hot crowd,
Hot crowd because Daniel Bryan coming back after 2 years.
fire.
Here, and I've elaborated
Hot
on this
fire.
a little bit. Daniel Bryan was not cleared by. He was cleared by doctors, like some of the top fucking medical concussion neck doctors in the fucking world, but they weren't WWE doctors. WWE doctors would not clear him to wrestle or compete for the last 2 years. Now it comes up in his big rumor and innuendo that
Bruce Bridges.
he's gonna fucking leave, and I firmly believe this is what was gonna happen. Is September, I believe, his contract was up. You have the All In pay-per-view or / live event that Bullet Club and
Definitely hold
Cody
on to
and the
that.
Young Bucks are doing. He would have totally appeared at that. He would have totally went back to ROH because he's like one of the fucking godfathers of Ring of Honor.
How many fucking
New
feuds,
Japan.
How many feuds
There's
could he have
money.
been in New Japan?
WWE,
How
I think,
many
is
feuds?
finally realizing that, hey, some of these guys, if we let them leave, like Rusev, they're going to fucking make a lot of money outside of here, and we're not going to get any percentage of that. So back to the business part, which fuck that, but it's a reality.
Daniel Bryan is
He would have left.
huge
And I
business.
read something that Triple H was like, I was really fucking deathly scared that he was going to leave. And he would have
believe it.
because
I
they
believe
wouldn't let
he's
him
a-
wrestle
he's
when
a
he's got
wrestling-
doctors saying he can
he's
fucking
a
wrestle.
diehard wrestler.
Yes.
Like he's gonna leave for
So
wrestling.
the only reason I'm kind of disdained on the whole subject is because I think that they only cleared him, and this is just my opinion. Who the fuck am I? But I think they only cleared him for one,
for the lack of people on WrestleMania,
and that he was gonna go elsewhere.
Yeah, no,
he was
you're
gonna
100
go.
I agree.
He was gonna leave. So
I think they
cheers.
held up. On top of that, I think they held out to save him, get more out of him.
Yeah.
Why not fuck it, put a fucking wall in his way so he just slows down. You gotta say he has a hardcore fucking ring
dude.
style.
Yeah.
So put a fucking wall in his way and just make him frustrated, make him fucking build. If you noticed on SmackDown, he didn't change his style.
No, he didn't. A lot of the shit I've
Oh
seen
my God.
hits to the head.
His
It's like,
first
damn,
few
dude.
bumps- His first few bumps on that SmackDown where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn jumped him.
Your dad?
He landed on his fucking head,
By the way-
he did the drop kicks in the corner and landed straight on his fucking head, basically. And it was just like
For those of you listening that do not know, Sami Zayn is Ratface's dad, and
Probably,
his
yeah,
mother is
more than
Necro
likely.
Butcher. This is a true
more
story.
than likely Sami Zayn. Yeah, it's a good mix. Of
True
both.
story. Eclectic.
Necro Butcher's a good dude.
Yeah. He's your fucking mother
Stoner,
though.
dude.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I derailed you.
I don't know what else about this match.
I'll put a train crashing sound effect right in there.
Yeah.
All right, Nia Jax beats Alexa Bliss.
Nia, Nia, that was a good match. That's Amber, and one of Amber's favorites is Alexa
I ain't the
Bliss.
woman to mess with.
I figured it was gonna be.
Hey, here we go. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off again. But Nia Jax, tell me if her theme song doesn't go like this. I ain't a monster. Am I wrong?
Oh boy.
Sorry, Nia.
True. But no, I like both women. I think, and I
really
gonna
have
get
a
into
lot
this
of
real quick.
respect for Alexa Bliss as a competitor and not a spank bank download.
Muffin butt.
She's pretty,
Oh
I don't know,
god
yeah,
damn!
she's
Don't
pretty-
if you fucking say something right now bad about Alexa Bliss, Butch Man Lee's gonna fucking hit
She's
you in
gonna
the
fuck
chair.
you up.
Amber,
She's
you're a
huge
big fan
Bliss.
of.
Oh yeah.
Someone say
she's got
muffin
good
butt?
taste.
She's a bliss
Yeah.
fit.
Did someone say muffin butt?
Yeah,
But
I would eat her poop.
Nia Jax, I really, really, really wish she would have went to New Japan.
I
Before,
really wish she would go away. You know, it's that Anoa'i family rub, dude. She's fucking The Rock's cousin.
I don't
dude.
mind her. I like her. I
don't mi-
I
she's-
like her, but I
feel like they're juggling with what to do with her.
Yes.
You know?
and they don't know to turn her heel or face. I can
Right.
see that.
She should
And-
fight Braun Strowman.
But,
That would be awesome, dude. The fucking Andy Kaufman tournament.
but on top of that, I just think
top
Nia
of
is. I don't know. I think she's really good. She's a
an
huge
ogre.
monster. Huge monster.
I'm not a monster.
Fucking ridiculous.
Huge monster that I think could have done better. if
Rat
she went
face,
to New Japan.
you saying huge monster coming out of your lips. I just, it makes me think of,
Why are you watching his lips?
why ain't I? Look at this.
This
the
podcast is taking a turn. I'd like to bring it back on track.
All right.
And we're back.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, man. You know what?
Overhyped, but still okay.
It was, I'd seen it at Wrestle Kingdom and it was good. But
Very
this
good.
time around, I'll put it to you this way. I walked away a few times because I was like, yeah.
I liked it.
As much. I liked
You walked
it too.
away a few
I liked
times
it
because
too.
of something else.
I liked it too.
Was I
I think
drinking?
the crowd tried to keep into it the whole time.
I think the crowd was
pretty
dead by then,
Okay,
though, dude. That's what really killed me.
I've been hearing a lot of that on the internet,
Dude,
like that the
they're
crowd
there
was
for
dead.
7-8 hours already. Like, what the fuck, you know?
I hear that. I've been hearing that a lot. That the crowd was dead during this match. I call bullshit on that match, or on that. What you're saying, because
Because you were there.
No. AJ Styles Nakamura chant the whole time. It was not the whole time, but it was close.
Well, I'm
It was
sure when it
like
went on,
AJ
it was
Styles,
good.
Nakamura,
Yeah.
and AJ Styles. It might have been not as loud, but it was there the
Yeah.
whole match. Like it was faint in some areas, all over the
I'll
fucking
have to go
venue.
back and rewatch
It was
that.
it was all over the venue. It was there. I promise it was there. The crowd was
Well,
definitely
it probably is
definitely-
edited in there now.
Well, well, yeah, but the
Thanks,
the
Kevin
match,
Dunn.
the crowd was definitely trying to keep the vibe to that match. I definitely see that. New Orleans crowd, I do gotta say they
it?
were a little tired, little
I was gonna say,
little
yeah.
partied out.
We
I
watched
could
it,
tell-
dude. It
I
was
could
like,
tell.
man, they
I'm not
seemed
gonna
out
lie.
of it, you know.
I'm
that
not
was a
gonna
big
lie.
match.
I mean, Chicago. I've been to Chicago.
Chicago's the
is
Mecca, dude.
Yes. I'm used to Chicago.
Yeah.
So that's I do gotta say I'm used to Chicago.
Chicago, you can have a 12-hour pay-per-view, and they're
NX
still gonna say "fuck you" or "this is awesome," you know, like all
and,
day long.
there is power in Chicago all throughout the shows. I gotta say
right.
that. All throughout the shows, there's pure power throughout the crowd. So I do gotta say, Chicago. It did NXT crowd when we were talking about crowds. It was Chicago vibes, the whole time. Like that just pumps, But WrestleMania was a little different because of how long it was and everything.
Yeah.
they were trying to keep that there, like for that match, But it was.
Did you let a stinky?
Oh, this chair is
I
garbage,
noticed
man.
I sabotaged it before the show.
But no, like the crowd was there for that match. This is where I gotta come in. No one has talked
Come
about
in what?
No one's talked about this. AJ Styles versus Nakamura was a come down match. It was
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a let's bring the crowd down match.
Yeah,
As
it did.
much-
No,
no,
that
no.
was Nia Jackson and Alexa Bliss.
No. You gotta what a dick. You gotta think about this on cards though. They gotta have those come down matches.
That was Undertaker versus
Hey,
John Cena.
as a wise
Fortunately-
man once said,
Unfortunately,
I don't want to come back down from this crowd.
terrible.
It was bad.
But no, I just think it was they did their perfect job. I think that was their goal. Like,
Perfect.
that was what was laid in their head by Vince or what creative or whatever. That this has to be the come down match. You got to have a lot of headlocks, a lot of fucking holding down.
Wow,
you
the
know,
old
like
school,
a lot. Yes, old
yeah.
school. It's got to be.
Taking
It's
the
got to be
law
the.
red.
Yes,
If anybody
I
wants
did.
to
it's
be
got
in
to.
I agree with that.
It's got it. That's what took away from
agree.
it. Everybody was expecting that New Japan match.
Yep.
It's not going to be that
Yep.
fucking New Japan
It
match.
was- yep.
It had
It was
to be.
it was them
it
in
was
WWE.
The perfect WWE come down match of off the hype.
Vince
of all that.
McMahon,
Yeah.
oh, this move is banned. You can't say that.
What kind of
Vince
pop
McMahon-
was there for Nakamura's?
Oh,
heel
that
turn?
entrance, by the way.
Yes.
We love, dude. We
Yeah.
loved it.
Hands down,
watching
best,
it.
best entrance.
What's her
of
name?
the
Izzy?
weekend.
Is it Izzy Hale or is that the other chick from something else?
I don't know. She's,
But
from
Alice Cooper's guitar player, dude. She was ripping up. She's doing Kerry King fucking whammy bar segments.
Amazing. All the drummers on stage did not get enough credit. I noticed
Yeah.
that. There was about 8 of them, I think.
Yeah.
There was. They were just fucking tearing it up on drums, doing
They
the
were
same
doing the
beat.
rudimentary.
Yep. Just doing their
Pina.
same shit. Cool. The drummers tore it up. That was
That was
amazing.
awesome.
Amazing.
And, you know,
got me
Nakamura-
hyped. Yep. He's the best. He's the rock and roll. Like he needed a rock and roll
He's like
entrance.
Michael Jackson and
And-
Freddie Mercury
Yep.
fucked, and they did do some real life interaction.
And then they had a Japanese.
And they had a Japanese son.
Nakamura.
They had a Japanese son that they adopted. And it was Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, that's opposite.
That might be the most accurate.
And I'm pretty
analysis.
sure it is. That's what you get on
He grew
Juice
up
Pro
in-
Wrestling. You get the fucking facts.
He grew up in Michael Jackson's tree. Yeah, that hill.
trees.
Summers at Neverland Ranch.
many trees.
Thank you, Mr. Jefferson.
I have trees everywhere. You can live in any one of them.
But I
Come back. Talk more wrestling.
okay, I did
Wrestling at Neverland Ranch.
on the network. I got to give a shout out to. I didn't know this on the network. I watched this stupid little documentary on Nakamura. It was like his.
I hated that.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, well, it was all shit they'd already released before in like YouTube segments.
My
Cough up that cum, Derek.
I liked hearing where you got the Kinshasa from though.
Kinshasa!
As they would say. In
What, the
Japan.
Shining
Or-
Wizard? I didn't see all of that. So was it because
I thought
that's
all
a
they said was
glorified
Godzilla.
Shining
Okay.
Wizard?
No, Kinshasa.
Muda.
No, the only reason he chose the knee to face as his finisher is because
Hold up.
knee.
To face.
Correct.
All right, you're
All
right.
right. But the only
Can I
reason
try?
he chose
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
as his finisher, though.
Shut up, rat face.
Ready? It could be better.
Save it as.
But anyway, I liked how he got like the reason behind this finisher is because he had 5 MMA fights in his career.
Yeah,
and he
he's legit.
he got so struck in the moment in his first fight that he went for 5 takedowns in a row. He's like, I have no clue why I did that. He's like, I don't remember it. I don't do like anything, like no recollection of that or anything. And on the 5th takedown in a row, the dude just kneed him right in the face. And he got up and he stood there. And that's when his towel or his corner threw in the towel, like, because he was ready to go.
Throw the damn towel.
He was all,
the damn
out
towel.
on his feet though,
Really?
and yeah, he was just like, yeah, that's when I knew I needed the most devastating finisher I could ever fucking do, and it's a knee to face because
Yeah.
that knocked me the
It's the
fuck
hardest
out.
part of your
You
body.
know, like,
dude.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, I can imagine and going for
Here,
a
hold
takedown.
on. Come here. Put your
Yeah,
fucking
right,
face
right,
on my
uh.
knee.
But Nakamura, AJ Styles, 2 of my favorite fucking wrestlers as of right now, hands down, fucking phenomenal.
Shinsuke, I like it. I like his heel turn.
Yep, heel turn was the best.
The end
and
of
let's
that
talk
match,
about his.
I didn't see it coming.
let's
you
talk
know
about
what?
the end of that match. Actually, I'm marking out. This is one of my mark out moments. This was
Mark out moments.
This
on the
was one of
Greenville
my
network.
Yeah.
one of my mark out moments.
A mark out.
So he goes down and like
He goes down,
He goes
huh?
down on his knee to present the belt to him.
Wait, was he down on bended knee?
He was.
That was terrible.
It was terrible.
You should ask her.
Don't even sing
I
again.
stood up and started shouting, "Hit him with the fucking belt! Hit him with the belt! Hit him with the belt!" I started screaming it right away, and then he didn't. And then everyone started clapping, like, because they gave him the hug and everything. And then,
Then he
boom,
gave him the
that
thug.
low blow. And I jumped up again and marked out, like, all over again.
Fuck
The
yeah.
whole fucking row, my row, was just
I
staring
love
at me
that
like
too.
a crazy person.
That was a great moment for
I
us at
jumped
home
up. Yep.
and for you in person. That was fucking cool. I didn't see it come. The
Phenomenal.
low blow, and I love the low blow.
Yeah,
dude.
underrated.
Hey, hashtag it always works. The low
True.
blow. If you want to get over, you want some fucking heat, hit a guy in the dick. You know?
Unless I've been listening to a lot of Tony Schiavone lately. Unless it's late WCW and they did it
was
every match.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was everywhere.
every match.
Oh God, pinata.
But no, the low blow worked there very well. And let's talk about SmackDown. And
know what?
his heel fucking turn. His heel turn promo.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
From
It
this
was
past
so
Tuesday.
fucking great.
Yeah.
He cut a perfect promo, and then right at the end with the no English thing. Me speaking no English.
Me speaking no English.
Biggest heat you can get.
Yeah.
Right there. You know, like after answering questions. Then,
Yeah, it was heat.
I don't speak English now.
It was heat, but it was also it was good. It was comedic. It's good timing.
So
dude.
good. It was way better than his face promos. I think he's gonna get over big with his heel turn.
Yeah. They're doing really good with that. Moving on to the next match after AJ and Shinsuke.
We kind of touched on it earlier. Braun Strowman and Nicholas
Oh yeah,
Cone.
yeah. We'll
And-
skip that. You know,
Yeah.
Fuck that
I mean,
match.
it was what it was. I feel bad for.
All right, we'll all
Cesaro,
agree.
Braun,
A great
and
moment for the
Sheamus.
kid,
Right.
but when you gotta,
But a terrible WrestleMania moment.
Right.
when you gotta place your bets on it, who think that match fucking sucked?
Yeah. With that said, I think there's big future for Braun.
Oh, Braun.
Hey, what about a big future for Nicholas Cone?
Who the fuck
Already
is
retired,
that?
right?
The kid.
Already retired.
Yeah, he already
On
retired.
Monday.
If he ain't, I'm about to retire his ass now.
undefeated.
Does he have a like
like
a
I got 2 tickets to brutalize.
All right, and our main event: Brock Lesnar versus
awful.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Brock Lesnar,
Your cousin
This
threatened.
is awful.
monster.
Roman Reigns?
How do you roll the tongue like that?
Let's just talk about
Can you
this.
do that on the tip?
Let's talk about
Never
how
mind.
if Brock Lesnar was in a David versus Goliath match at WrestleMania.
No.
That's what
They tried to hype it up to that.
That's no. That's what Brock Lesnar needs. If you're gonna put Brock Lesnar in a fucking
Daniel
match,
Bryan.
Yeah, I
dude.
was just gonna say Daniel
You're
Bryan.
gonna need David
Rey
versus
Mysterio
Goliath
Jr..
matches.
Yeah.
Finn
Ray was-
fucking Balor.
Sorry.
Finn Balor.
I couldn't see Finn Balor beating him in WWE. In WWE,
I think he's
It
gonna,
just wouldn't
I
New
think
work
he
Japan,
in
I
the
would
storyline.
see it
I
all
think
day
he
long.
should.
Yeah.
I think he
I don't
should.
think they do
I
it,
think
though.
Finn should
won't
fucking
do it.
beat Brock, dude. Like
They won't do it.
somehow, some way.
Brock's
I
like
don't give
3
a
times his
fuck.
size,
I don't
like,
It
give a
doesn't matter.
fuck. Finn versus.
It's
dude, he lost to Eddie-
he's like
he lost
Brock's
to-
3 times his size.
he
We're
lo-
talking about some fixed shit.
He lost to Eddie Guerrero.
Right,
That's
but
all I'm
it's-
saying. Look at
No, I
Eddie.
get you.
Look
I
at,
get
wouldn't
look
do
at
that.
Eddie Guerrero
I know.
versus Brock. One of the best
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar matches
Eddie
ever,
Guerrero
and
came
Eddie
out.
fucking Guerrero won that match, and he's
But
the
Eddie was
tiniest.
jacked back then,
Well,
man.
yeah,
He was
he was-
pumping the
That's
juice.
why he died.
He was heavy.
JP'd up.
That's
JP
why Eddie's
Dub.
in heaven.
Heavy.
In heaven, eating
Heaven
chicken
Guerrero.
breasts with Rick Rude.
He's really
Get
annoying.
that protein overload.
Yeah, damn
Did
it.
someone mention Rick Rude?
No, Rick. Put those abs away. God damn it.
All right.
Anybody-
I'll stay away.
God damn it. Who's got a
think-
fucking trap?
But they're trying to give that MMA badass thing to Brock.
Well, he has that
He
because it just naturally because of what he did. He fucking straight up became UFC champion. And whether he should have earned those title shots or not, he still did what he did. And as far as we know,
I
that
just-
was legit real
This
fighting,
is
and
wrestling,
he won.
though.
But
Seth Rollins even fucking give him the shot to fucking beat him, dude.
no,
Someone bigger-
you know, I'm not.
I'm a
Seth
huge
is
Seth
good, but
Rollins.
I don't
just
ever want to
like,
see Seth Rollins in a main event.
Rookie question.
Yeah, I'm sick of him.
Ooh.
Rookie
He's Shawn
question.
Michaels,
All right,
man.
Sren.
The
Rookie
whole
question.
Shield, they've
Let-
just been overexposed.
The last
Seth
three
Rollins, I
WrestleManias.
think.
The last three WrestleManias.
Okay.
Let's say this one and then the three prior. So the last four.
How does it rank?
No. What were the last four main events?
Roman and bullshit.
Roman and Brock.
Roman Reigns,
Brock.
Roman and Brock
Reigns.
was this year. Last year was
Roman
The
Reigns.
Undertaker and Roman Reigns,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. And
Well,
then-
that
year
wasn't the
before
main
that-
event,
yeah,
was it?
It was.
Okay.
Undertaker,
What was it?
Roman.
What was the one before that? Do you
Triple
guys
H and
remember?
Roman.
Triple H and Roman?
Roman's been involved in all of them, and then
Even the one the year before
WrestleMania
that?
30 was Brock and Roman, the first one.
No, not 30. 30. That was 31.
Was it 30? Oh, yeah,
That's where
because
Seth
30
won.
was the streak.
And that's what I was about to
Yeah,
say about
Seth
this match.
cashed in.
We got a repeat match of WrestleMania 31,
Mm-hmm.
and it was worse than
Yeah.
I actually liked that was the biggest part about WrestleMania 31 is I hated Roman Reigns.
31, he was having fun.
I hated Roman Reigns, and I was just like, this match is going to be
Sren,
awful.
you kind of
Brock
look like
versus
Roman Reigns.
A little bit.
I don't know if that's insulting.
No, he's
I know,
handsome.
yeah.
Because he's a handsome
Good
guy,
looking
but you
fella.
guys all hate him.
You gonna do sex to me?
But okay, so Roman,
Oh shit!
all right.
Back on track.
All right. Aside from
So I
Roman
think-
Reigns being incredibly handsome, what after that?
All right, so I think Roman and Brock at 31 was better, and obviously you got the better ending because Seth Rollins won the fucking title. But
Throwing up the titties.
I don't know. Like I felt like we got a repeat match, and it was just
Because it was a repeat match.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
was.
was carbon
No one gave
copy,
a fuck about
and
it.
it was awful. Like I don't know. It just
We've
nothing.
trashed it many times on this podcast. You know, no one. Honestly, we're all three hardcore wrestling fans in here. It's safe to say none of us gave a fuck to want to see that.
Right.
Even if the outcome was what
Brock,
we
yeah,
wanted.
exactly.
I
No one
still
give a
didn't
fuck.
care.
No one give and that's what sucked because I noticed Brock was like getting pissed at the crowd because this is awful chance and shit like that.
It was
But
almost
then,
like
as soon
WrestleMania
as he got
20
that,
again.
as soon as he got that fucking pop because he won, he thought it was okay and he's over. And that pop wasn't because
It wasn't
Because
because
Roman
of him.
didn't
no,
win.
it was
It's 'cause
because it
they
was
didn't wanna
fucking
see
over.
Roman.
That was the fucking the pop
Yeah.
was because
So
the
who
match
won?
was fucking over.
Yeah.
Who
Brock
won?
Lesnar
Brock
won.
Lesnar.
Okay.
I know. Like,
So I have two
unfortunately,
questions.
actually.
All right.
I have two questions. Put on your brain caps.
Okay.
First question: what was the last main event that was like holy shit? That was a great main
good
event
call.
where you finished the WrestleMania and you were charged up like
Hogan
like
versus Warrior.
the TV turned off.
No, I was
long
actually my
time.
dick was really
Oh
soft,
man,
and I was
that
only a
match was
kid.
awesome.
Rock versus Hogan, dude.
Oh,
That shit is
that wasn't
still
last. That wasn't last.
It, oh
no,
no,
it
it
wasn't. 'cause
wasn't. Triple H.
was
Yeah.
pissed
How long
off.
has it
He's
been?
burying people.
How long
18
has it been
years?
since you watched a WrestleMania
I
main
couldn't-
event?
a
The
good
last,
question. I can't-
I
the
couldn't
last
tell you.
match.
We all
amazing.
drink a lot of beer and do extracurricular
Well, aside from
curricular
your-
activities.
Aside from your brain damage,
I'm trying to think.
Like Dane
it's really
Bramage?
hard.
aside from your Dane damage,
Yeah,
It's a really hard question, actually.
it's really hard. Really
The second
hard.
thing is-
Yeah.
30.
Second thing is-
Wait,
30.
oh,
Was it
Daniel
30?
Bryan. Daniel Bryan.
Daniel
winning,
Bryan,
yeah.
yes.
I can
Daniel
see
Bryan.
That one was good?
Daniel
You know
Bryan.
what? I
that was
didn't
the
really
feel-good
care,
moment.
though.
That was in
good
New Orleans.
moment.
That was
Yeah.
in New Orleans again, and that was
Warrior died that year, unfortunately.
so
Rest in
phenomenal.
peace.
Remember we watched that?
But that's why I think he got the biggest, another big pop.
I got to meet Batista last weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw the photographs.
Butchman
No
Lee
fucking-
was at C2E2 in Chicago with his son.
How does it feel to be pretty much the same height as him? Because
Yeah.
he looks like a monster on TV.
Yeah, but he's pretty jacked.
Have you ever seen Butchman's arms?
Yeah, I've seen his arms.
Yeah, I've seen his arms.
They're to be reckoned with.
He's gonna wreck your
Careful.
cock with him.
So besides the cock stuff, back
you're
to my
always going
second
to.
question.
Dick
So-
jokes.
So the event was Mr. Ratface. How long?
Okay.
From start to finish, how long were you guys sitting in your seats? Because I watched it last year, and last year was the first time that I got back to the wrestling in years,
fucking
in like
hours.
20
Yeah,
years,
yeah, yeah.
and it was like a we were sitting for like 3.5 hours, and this is watching it. So this is not whatever breaks they take. This is not watching it live.
Right.
How long were you guys sitting at the event?
I mean, 4 o'clock to like 10 or whatever the fuck.
'Cause I
I went till like 11. So
Yeah.
I have a reason
We're
for
in the
asking.
same time zone as New Orleans and all that.
Oh,
shit.
really?
And I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but
Um,
do you think that it's still like a promotional genius thing to have boring, like that for the last match to be boring, given that it's
wasn't
like
supposed
6
to be.
hours, so nobody
wasn't
really
supposed
gives a
to be
shit by the
boring.
end? Do you think?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be boring though. You know, and like
But
it's
Vince
not-
just
it's-
has it in his
it-
head
it-
that Roman Reigns is supposed to be his top guy now.
This
Like,
guy is a stubborn human being. You got to understand that.
He's had at least, so Roman Reigns has been at least the last 4.
right.
yeah.
He's just
Do you
very-
remember? He
very-
wasn't in 30. 30 was.
He wasn't
was gonna-
30. He was with the Shield at the
wasn't for-
time.
yeah.
But he wasn't the main event.
No, yeah. He definitely wrestled at 30 though. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a good match. I mean, the only way to get Roman Reigns over is with the Shield.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking way. I don't know. Like you said, the Shield is pushed over. I
Yeah.
think Seth,
I never
Seth-
liked the
I think
Shield.
Seth Rollins needs to be pushed to the moon. I don't give a fuck. Like he's phenomenal. He's the best seller they have. I don't think he's going to
He's
be
good in ring.
he's
I
be-
just
one of the
man,
best
that whole
sellers they have.
first run they did.
Let me
Yeah.
talk about. Oh, we skipped a match.
What did we skip?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did that.
Did we?
Daniel Bryan and Shane
Oh
McMahon.
yeah, yeah,
that's how we
right.
got
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right. I
You
was about
guys
to
just
say,
never
no,
talked
no,
about
no.
the match, so I thought
no,
we
no,
were
talk
yeah,
about your
okay.
dad.
I do want to say, I want to shoot back to
We did
that
not
just
talk about also.
just because. I
Not
want
you,
to
Butch
say,
Manley. Silly boy.
I want to say phenomenal selling by Sami fucking Zayn.
Your father.
He did phenomenal during that, and I was gonna say that Kevin Owens.
Your
He
uncle.
did like
The trailer
five
park champ.
fucking. He did like 5 fucking moves, and I feel like he's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
and like I felt like he was underused basically
He's-
during this. But
he's-
this was
he's on
Daniel
the
Bryan's moment.
downslide
I
in
understand. That.
WWE.
I understand it was this Daniel Bryan's moment, so that's why they like gave a lot of Daniel Bryan, push
should,
and
yeah.
shit like
Right.
that. But seriously, like Sami Zayn was on fire at selling. Like seriously, he fucking made Daniel Bryan look $1 billion. Like seriously, like go back and just
Well,
watch
that's-
Sammy.
yeah,
like
he's-
I seriously like that. Like I was watching Sammy a lot during that match, and that's all I gotta say is
Because
he
he's your dad. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta watch you.
was so good.
Biased.
He was so fucking good. I don't give a fuck. Like
Taco Bell.
all he did was sell.
Yeah,
Like-
I think he did a good job. But both those guys are really just kind of like, man. Here's
They're too good.
what I'm
They're
getting
too
at.
good.
Here's
They're
exactly.
struck with the too good.
Here's what I'm getting at in WWE, and Rusev is at this point now, where you're in there and you're so over with the fucking fans, but you're in a company that doesn't give a fuck, really, and that can't recognize. Like, if I own WWE, I'd be like, man, there's a fucking free certificate to print fucking money,
Right.
and they don't want to do it. They know it's there, but it's like, oh, hey,
gotta save
Rusev
it.
versus
They-
Taker. Nah, no, we're gonna scrap that. Now it's Jericho versus Taker at the Punjabi prison, fucking greatest Rumble,
Casket
whatever.
match.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, guys like that, like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who both have pretty much have tenure now in WWE. They've been like almost 4 years each, like getting close. It's
Yep.
like at 3. Who are topping? If they left at any
Some of the
moment
best
now,
wrestlers ever in
would
history.
have great
Kevin Owens and
storylines,
Sami Zayn.
great work, everything to put on display as far as professional wrestling go. Wrestling.
Everybody's so professional.
Those guys, they have a greater story to tell on the indies than they do WWE, and that's slowly but surely. If you watch I guarantee you, at least within the next 5 years. That is a trend that has been started where guys are like, fuck you, give me my release. Even if it's low life fucking on the card guys like Juice Robinson, CJ Parker in NXT. Asked for his release from NXT. No one's like, oh, we don't give a fuck, whatever.
You're 100%
But he's making
right, but
big
Vince
waves
is
in
going to
New
give it to
Japan.
him. Vince is going to give it to him. He's not stupid.
He is and he isn't. It depends.
I mean, like, he's not stupid. He's gonna. You think you're gonna?
Depends
You know
who
what
you
he's
are.
gonna say to that? You think you can go make that money? Go make that.
Well,
fucking
back
money.
in the day, they did
And
it
then
to
he's
Rey
gonna come
Mysterio.
back, and then
Ray wanted to leave, and they made him
Everyone-
sit out his contract.
everyone comes back.
Well, yeah, everybody will come back. Great, go, yeah.
It's great.
WWE is the biggest stage because obviously we wouldn't be here talking about this shit if we all grew up WWF fans.
All did.
I mean and then we migrated into other shit. But that's shows you the production value and the mentality and the brain of the
I'll go to
man who
this on
wanted to
saying-
put that shit into everybody's house. You know.
I'll go to this on saying this. This is my experience being a wrestling fan.
Have you ever wrestled?
A couple times.
We need to get Grant on here. The backyard
with
wrestling.
Grant, yeah.
He's on the tapes I have. The
yep.
backyard wrestling.
I got injured in my first few matches. Yep.
Yeah.
Went out.
Who the fuck is a Grant?
Grant Williams.
Grant
Push the fish.
Yeah, right. But regardless,
Shout out, Grant. You bitter bastard.
right?
He's so bitter. Yeah.
Lighten up, Grant. Things are a-okay.
Machka on your ass, Grant.
Machka say
We're gonna fucking get you. We're gonna come to work.
We're gonna tear the doors down, and then we're gonna cut off our communications with Comcast Network.
This is what I was gonna say. Is my history as a wrestling fan.
Right.
I grew up as a WWE fan. Obviously,
Yeah.
WCW.
No, WWF.
Monday night. Well,
Say it
Monday
right,
night,
motherfucker.
Well,
Say it right.
WWF fan. Yes.
Jared Bushman,
Okay.
he's gonna put you a
Monday
fucking
night-
chokehold. You know what I'm saying?
Monday Night
He's
Wars
right.
fan. You know, like all that shit. WCW, I was equal. You
Yeah.
know, like I
Yep.
was. Well, okay. After that, Grant got me into all the hardcore shit.
Yeah.
Fucking CZW,
The Japan.
IWA, Japan, the fucking how you ever watch a house match, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like where they actually wrestle inside a house
Yeah.
in Japan. Like,
Yeah. DDT Pro.
Or exploding ring matches and all that shit. Yeah, I watched
Is that
all,
what it sounds
all
like?
that.
Exploding ring match?
No,
Ring match?
there's
The ring explodes.
They put explosives.
Yeah. Cactus
I remember-
Jack versus Terry Funk. Look at
here's
that shit.
Here's a quick little segue into the Juice Pro Wrestling
Mr. T
archives for
shit.
you guys. Back when we were in high school, Butchman Lee. What were you in? Econ? What was it? What class was that?
World history.
World history. And we had to do reports and shit. This guy does fucking report on like Japanese death matches, professional
And
wrestling.
I made a whole video.
Oh,
like,
dude.
of
Yeah, it was
highlights
so.
and-
Can I
Yeah.
get too sweet?
Yeah. This dude and this
I got
mind
an
you,
A.
this was what year was this? Like 99, maybe
2000.
2000. And you know, and this was back when schools didn't give a fuck if he showed shit like that. And the video that he
Bloody shit.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was bad, dude. It was
Like
it was
200,
like
like
that
two-
shit would not fly.
So you were talking about how you got into it, and so you started
yeah,
with WWF.
So WWF into this extreme wrestling shit, and I just got so desensitized.
Now let me ask you that
And I was
the
a
extreme
teenager.
shit. When did you? Because I've known you for a long. You were coming to see us in
was
Decrypt
young.
when you were a little fucking kid, dude. Now how old are you now, Raphace?
I'm 28 years old.
47.
He's a tenderoni.
So he did grow-
JR's eyes opened up like he looks like he's 40.
I grew up fast.
No, he did grow up in the WWE era then.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. 'cause
Yo,
you were saying,
dude.
say it right. It was WWF. No, he. was
Well,
WWE.
I mean, to a certain
Yeah.
extent, because I didn't watch. I stopped. I
Well,
gave up in high school.
okay,
That's what I'm
so
saying. I got
You're
desensitized.
28. They became WWE what?
Well, 20 years ago, not even, because it was like, I think
I don't even-
2000.
So it's been WWE longer
2004.
than you've been alive.
No, because he remembers all Razor
that
Ramon.
you were alive when it wasn't. I mean,
He was all in the
so it was
Razor.
like
you were
10.
like the Razor
Oh yeah, I
Ramon
loved
era.
Razor.
That was WWF.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2,
you
3
didn't
kid.
know Razor.
He was
I
at
had
the tail
I
end.
know. I did. I had
Time
the,
out.
lies now.
I had that.
Time out.
old,
I need a Razor Ramon imitation immediately.
Hey,
Time
here,
out.
here, check it out. Here we go.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
The chicas, they just for fun, man. I probably just scar her half a life.
One of my favorite poems.
Yeah, right. And then he's like,
I just,
what do you like?
and he just throws the shit off the table.
It's so
I need a here's the thing I do need, and I derail the podcast at least twice every time
Hey,
we
hey,
record.
you
This
do.
is my
I'll give
second
it to you.
derailing. I'm gonna need a Razor Ramon for the four of us, and then I'm gonna need the fans to say 1 through 4 who did it the best.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't care what you say, like, cause I'm gonna go with do you guys the Jake the Snake documentary when he's like, "Oh yeah, me and Dolly, we were like, we were real tight, but people didn't know that cause."
You already won,
Me and
dude.
Dolly were like super tight, but people didn't know that because we never were like in the ring at the same time, Dolly. So, anyways, yeah,
I'm not even. I'm omitting my participation.
You already
did
yours.
yours.
Yeah, you already did.
all
yours.
right.
But we'll
That's good.
start Butchman 1.
I'm
Butchman
gonna-
is one first. Go first. Hey yo,
You know who we are, but you don't know why we're here.
That's good. That takes me back.
That's
I
good.
love
That's
that.
good. Mr. Red Face.
Oh my God. God, you stole the hey yo.
Challenge.
Survey says one more for the good guys.
Are you here to see WCW?
No! Or are you here to see the NWO?
Yeah, motherfucker!
Vote number 2 if you vote for Mr. Red Face. Number 3 for the bad one. Number 4 for the mediocre one. 3
fuck you,
Sutton,
Stratton.
4 Wallace. The juice.
I had a good one. You know?
Bad
The
times
boss.
don't last,
No,
but
no.
bad guys do.
There you go. That's the
Yeah.
one I was
Vote
about to
number
bring up.
1
Yeah.
for that last
Scott
one.
Hall. I did
That was
see
good.
him.
Hall
I'll
of
post
Fame
that
speech.
picture. I didn't meet him. I walked up.
I
and
got to meet him.
You see him? Did you see him
I
down there?
shittily met him next to him. I didn't meet him. I took a picture of him.
I got a picture too sweet in him.
Oh, he did.
WrestleMania Hangover.
Yes.
Concluding thoughts before
well,
this thing ends up being 3 hours long.
well, Monday and Tuesday, we didn't get to the hangover.
No, we're
part.
we're getting. Well, this.
Well,
is
I
the
meant we're not
hangover.
going to go through the matches, but
so this
like-
might be a 30-minute concluding
Well,
thought.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's
We
talk.
don't-
Let's
we
talk
don't
about
fucking
Monday
care.
Night Raw, though.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk about
WrestleMania's
Monday Night Raw. This
Bobby
is-
Lashley came back. That's all you
We
need
have
now.
to tell the story of
Bobby
everything.
Lashley.
walk me
Bobby
through it.
Lashley and Brock Lesnar needs to happen.
Yes, and my dream scenario for that for WWE, if they were smart, get it as a legit fucking fight. Redeem yourself for the brawl for back. in the
Let's
day.
talk about SummerSlam and him
Well,
doing the
from what
spot
I-
on Roman with the elbows.
What I hear is it's going to be Brock and Roman again at SummerSlam. Is what they're
No.
pushing.
No. What I was saying was SummerSlam with Brock and Randy Orton, where he did the shoot.
Oh, where he.
the
I
elbows.
did like how he bloodied Roman up at
Again,
Mania.
he did
Yeah.
that the same as the SummerSlam shit.
Right.
I think it's going to be more that style,
He was
more
bleeding
MMA style.
bad as
Oh
fuck,
yeah,
too.
he had
Both
a
of
chunk.
them were-
He had a chunk.
And here's the thing: I've heard the stories where Brock is like, he tells Vince, is like, yeah, well, I could just do that and just open him up a little bit. But
Yeah.
then the guys get up and it's like fucking
Huge. Well, it's an elbow.
Plasma
It's an
all
elbow.
down their
That's
face.
complete
Yeah,
glass
to
to
the
the. That's
fucking
glass
skull.
to the fucking.
Here,
skull,
come here,
dude.
come here, real quick.
Yeah. Boom, elbow.
Oh shit! Get a Band-Aid!
But no.
So
Bobby
talk me
Lashley-
through it. Let's go a little bit slower.
I'm sorry.
WrestleMania's done.
WrestleMania's done.
WrestleMania's
Raw.
done.
You guys are sleepy because the main event was fucking boring.
Yeah, and then drink
We
a
wait-
What do
lot
you
of
do?
beer.
So let's assume you
Smoked
take
a
a
lot of
leak.
dope.
You have some sex. Well,
fell asleep.
well,
I fell asleep hard. I smoked a lot of weed right
He
after.
fell
and
asleep
slept. I fell
hard.
asleep
How do you fall asleep hard? I'd be
Right.
like wide
climb-
awake.
No, not hard.
means like
but
hard, like
Oh,
passed
real
out.
hard,
Yeah,
real
I
stiff.
passed the fuck out after WrestleMania because I was worn out. I was beat though from the whole vacation.
Yeah.
you know, from
Driving and all that
going.
shit.
Okay, between driving and walking. New
Yeah.
Orleans, you're
I
gonna
was
walk.
super tired of all the army of women show me their tatties.
All the super parts.
I got tired. It's exhausting. There's so many tatties.
So many nipples.
So much flesh, so little time.
Couldn't handle it.
Sorry.
But
So
no, I was so worn out from like the whole vacation and everything. I was just so beat. Like even after NXT, I was beat. But we went out afterwards just because, and I'm glad we did. You know, like that was the whole thing. You know, WrestleMania, I could not go out. I gotta say, Mike Kirby stayed up till 5 a.m, but we didn't.
Mike Kirby, you the man.
So the event was done. You all went to bed
Mm-hmm.
early, but the next day was Raw, right?
Raw, the best,
So,
the best Raw.
That's
of the
what I'm
year.
trying to get to.
Best Raw of the year.
And
Raw
what
of the-
happened?
A lot of debuts,
A lot of NXT.
Everybody
debuts.
knows the Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania. There's always going to be
Always the best.
surprises. You know, NXT call-ups, guys who are finishing up contracts with, you know, Impact or fucking Ring of Honor that they're going to debut that night. And Butch Man Lee had this prediction of the finish for Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
I was wrong.
He was wrong. I was wrong. Anyways, he was wrong, but you know, it made a
else
good
they
call.
beat?
We
I'm
kind of
trying to
figured if
look up Raw.
Lashley didn't appear on WrestleMania,
Raw results.
to ruin Brock and Roman the match, to maybe start a feud with Brock. We all knew he was going to appear the next night on Raw. It's been rumored for some time that Bobby Lashley finished up with Impact TNA Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, and had been in talks and been seen up in Stamford, Connecticut at WWE headquarters, and they had worked out some kind of a deal. And now, obviously, that deal has come to fruition. It's also news to me that Bobby Lashley is no longer... I want some fresh squeezed lemonade. When you want some lemonade, come on to Mama June's, because we're going to squeeze the hell out of you.
Thanks for giving me 10 more minutes to cut. So, Monday,
You ain't cutting
Monday
that
Night
shit.
Raw.
I'll cut you.
What were the highlights of that Monday Night Raw right after
Well,
WrestleMania?
Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania.
Was it you? I mean, you guys agree.
Well,
It
hey,
was
let me
really,
get back
really
to my shit, though.
I'm sorry.
Bobby Lashley no longer signed with Bellator MMA, which is huge news, because he could potentially strike the same deal that Brock has with WWE, where they compete. Essentially, in a perfect world, it would come as a dream scenario for both companies. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar is a huge fucking dream match, whether it's in professional wrestling or mixed martial arts. And if I were booking for WWE, I would do what I had to do with whoever I had to do as far as, drug testing and state sport-wise. They have all these stipulations you got to do. As far as having a legit fucking MMA fight under the WWE umbrella, because to me it's like that's only something that's gonna fuel Vince's ego.
Has
like,
that
hey,
happened
fuck
yet?
you, I have these guys.
they've
I
had
can
boxing.
No, they had a brawl for all, like a legit. It was fixed, but it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, because the winner,
Bart Gunn
was supposed to win that shit.
No. Well,
he
yeah,
was
Bart.
supposed to go
No,
far.
here's Dr. Death. Steve Williams was booked to win the brawl for all back in the mid '90s,
And
he faced Bart Gunn. Bart Gunn knocked him the fuck out.
I remember
real.
that.
Yeah,
I
for
remember
real.
that.
This is for real shit.
Last year when I watched WrestleMania for the first time in years, or any kind of event since NWO
Well,
shit,
you definitely didn't watch it this year.
I did not watch it. We watched that match, that boxing match,
Was it what Butterbean?
the one you were just talking about. Oh, we watched it. We watched the Butterbean one too.
Well, see, this was his prize. It's like, okay, you knocked Dr. Death out. Now your prize is you get to get knocked out by a legit motherfucking striker. And that's what happened.
That.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
Right.
Vince McMahon maybe wants to dabble in legit.
Well, he
I don't mean to say legit.
Okay.
I don't
Put
mean
it
to say
this way.
legit.
Put it this way. Vince McMahon has said, even for UFC, how they're gonna fail because
they can't promote.
They can't. No. They can't fix a fight. So you
Right,
can't.
exactly.
You can't fix a superstar.
Right.
You can't. You could try to build superstars, but then
Right.
they're gonna fail. Some point they're gonna fucking fail. They're gonna get knocked out and they're gonna look like shit.
You gotta tell a
And
story, man.
Yeah. You can't. Vince McMahon. That's why he's again back to the greatest promoter of all time. He said that shit.
Is he
man,
better
like,
than Stan Lee at creating characters? Think about
See,
it.
you
Because
guys,
they got
I'll
to be
go-
on par as far as
I'll go-
characters that will stand the test of time. Hulk Hogan's Ultimate Warrior, Spider-Man.
Undertaker.
Hulk Hogan, Spider-Man, the Iron Sheik, Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Man chic.
Fuck. You guys.
You
talking about-
fucking put me in this fucking suit, you
fuck.
jabroni. Fuck the Beetlejuice. Fuck you. Fuck out of here, you fucker.
Fucker.
Are you making
As
fun
somebody
of
else
me,
would say,
jabroni?
goddamn motherfucker.
I hear you making fun of me, jabroni.
No, chic. I do not.
This is not the thing to make. It's still Russian.
Yeah, you're too much.
I gotta listen to a lot of it.
You do. That's I think I do a pretty solid one. So what?
So what I wanted to ask. So maybe Vince McMahon is good at storyline and character, but there's a little hiccup in his knowledge as far as when you are able.
I
He
wouldn't
is
say
stubborn
that.
when he when
I
it, when
wouldn't
it
say he. I think Vince is the guy who knows everything, but he.
about characters and the storyline. But when you
Right.
get into legit athletes like fighters, that's why
Okay.
I think
some people might be like, "Ooh,
He
that's why
doesn't-
he failed when he tried to do the XFL the first time."
Well,
Although he is
I
bringing
disagree.
it back in 2 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
He's-
he failed the first time because he tried to make football more like the Attitude Era of pro
Entertainment.
wrestling. Yeah, and it's not.
Right.
And now the presentation, if we all seen when he announced the new XFL, it's all a little more legit, a little more. He's basically, and I think he has the understanding that, hey, we're going to be the minor league for the NFL, and which is good for him because, I mean, it'll filter talent.
That's okay.
You get guys like your Doug Flutys and whoever, guys who came from like the CFL that had success in the NFL. You'll have shit like that. Maybe Colin Kaepernick, by God, will find a fucking job.
But I meant to say Vince McMahon and then legit fighting. I think UFC and some of the other places could take just a really small clue from the way he does stuff.
Dana White
does
looks-
stuff promotionally.
Dana White looks up to him.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
yeah,
he was at
he's-
Mania
Yeah,
supporting Ronda.
Yep.
The thing is,
He's
every
like, this
time
is my
there's
first
perceived-
time in 18, 20 years or whatever. I've seen him doing Instagram.
He's never been at wrestling.
He's never been in a WrestleMania, but he hasn't been to a wrestling match in like 20-something years,
In my
he used to
opinion-
go with his family,
Right.
We all did.
The nature of legit, like real fighters,
Yeah.
is that every 2 or 3 years, and you might have 1 or 2 years of slow. In boxing, it's like 20 years of slow.
Yeah,
where
because
you have
no
a
one
legit,
watches
you have
boxing
one legit
anymore.
fighter, you have a couple legit fighters, and people like you got right now in
UFC
May,
tried-
you got
Look how many times UFC tried that in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo.
Yep.
Fuck it. I could keep.
but
I
you
could
have a
just
lot of really
list.
good fighters, and
But
they
that's
do
what
it.
sucks with the
but as
UFC
soon as
too.
they try to promote on like a WWE type of like
Conor
flair,
McGregor.
yeah,
He tries to be
they
that
always
crossover.
mess it up. You can still do that stuff
He's running from
if
the
it's
police in
like-
Brooklyn.
if it's intelligently subtle. I think you can do it really well.
You know what UFC has over WWE is the non-scripted
Legitimacy.
promos, and the promos are fucking authentic. and
Yeah,
they're-
because guys really legit.
they
wanna,
get pissed
There's
and they're-
always
they're,
heat
look
because
at
if
Brock
you're
Le-
legit fighting a guy,
Look at
I don't
Brock-
give a fuck. Even if you're friends, you're gonna have some heat because hey, I
Look
might
at
be your
Brock-
friend, but I gotta get paid to kick your ass.
Yeah, right. Look at Brock's promos though in UFC. Like they
He said he was
fire.
gonna drink Coors Light and go home and fuck
Yeah.
his hot wife.
fire.
Who Mark Merrill fucked before him. But hey, we're not gonna hold that against you, Brock. You're too big.
I wanted to talk about Monday. I actually wanted to talk about.
Tuesday.
The Monday.
I wanted to talk
Tuesday.
about the 5 days after.
Well, here's the
WrestleMania.
go. After WrestleMania, we had Monday Night Raw. We kind of skim through that real
Bobby
quick.
Lashley
Bobby
was probably
Lashley
the
was
biggest thing of that.
the biggest thing to come back, and he's good. And I think Lashley has done the last several years in Impact, and he was also in Japan. And since he has been in WWE, it's been like 10 years, has totally honed his craft now. And to couple with him fighting MMA, he is the Black Brock Lesnar, dude. He's
Yep.
legit,
Yep.
dude. He's
But
fucking.
I do gotta say that was when I was not watching WWE. Was
Right.
when Bobby Lashley came in. So that's
Yeah,
when I
that
dropped
was-
out.
that's-
when
yeah.
I dropped out. So I don't know much about his career, but I am super stoked.
Well, he
on
was
him
with the
being-
Battle of the Billionaires. He was Trump's representative. Right.
Right. I do remember
President
that.
Trump,
I
Butch
do
Van
remember
Lee
that.
voted for him.
No, I didn't.
Real heat. Real fucking heat. Real fucking hard
But,
all the fucking time. Well, no.
SmackDown
Hold
was-
up.
well,
We ain't done
well,
with
well,
Raw. There was Bobby Lashley. There, who else debuted
Samoa
on
Joe
Raw?
came back.
Samoa
which
Joe
I'm
came
stoked,
back and told
super
Roman
stoked.
Reigns that he was a bitch.
Yep.
Paige
Stoked.
got named the general manager. Ember Moon came up.
Ember Moon came up. I'm stoked for her.
Yeah, she came up.
Yeah, that's good for her.
With Nia Jax. Yeah.
I feel like we're missing one more on Raw. On Raw, we're not missing anything.
No. I think that was about it on Raw. Did you watch it?
SmackDown,
When it
I
happened?
think, was a little bit better.
I didn't see SmackDown.
Okay, because
Yeah, the AJ and Daniel Bryan match was
not
awesome.
Not just that, but we had the title change on SmackDown.
Wait, who changed that?
Money in the Bank.
Oh, Carmella cashing
Cashed in.
I love
and
Carmella,
I do gotta
dude.
say this: I am so happy that she did not cash in on Asuka at WrestleMania.
Right.
That would have tarnished
That
the
would've
whole
been-
shit.
yeah.
I
She
would have
got-
been
I love-
super pissed about that. That Carmella would have been the fucking person to beat
Yeah.
Asuka.
Right.
Fuck
She
that.
got legit beat.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes, good beat.
And they
Good-
hugged,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
good sportsmanship.
Good-
That's
Yep.
good shit, you
Yep.
know, because everybody's sick of the bullshit finishes, and it's wrestling, it's fake. So when you get that rare
Fire
shit
ending.
like that,
Fire
Yeah.
ending for that Asuka
Right.
Charlotte shit.
And then they cut to John Cena.
Yeah, right. Destroy Asuka. I'm not mad at the Carmella cash-in, though, on
I'm not
Tuesday.
mad at Carmella
On
at
Tuesday.
all. Have you seen her jersey outfit?
She's single
Maybe
now.
it's just. Oh yeah.
But no, I was not mad at the cash-in. I think
Yeah.
that was perfect
was
timing
good.
for the cash-in. That was great.
Well, she had almost had it for a year.
Okay, it was a good debut for the Peyton Royce, and I like Peyton Royce and the Iconic Duo. I think they're great.
The Iconics now they're calling them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's her name? Cut her hair though a little bit more.
Yes.
But goddamn, those girls' asses and their tits.
Okay.
You know, we keep it real on the Juice Pro Wrestling. You know,
I guess
They're
we're
beautiful
about to
women.
keep it
We're
real.
gonna keep it fucking real. I'm attracted.
About to keep it real long.
Real wet, real hard, real stiff.
So after that,
So,
wait, yeah, Asuka.
hey,
do you
baby.
have, pull up the SmackDown.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what else happened? There wasn't
No,
as
there was
much on
there was-
SmackDown as
I liked
as
it though,
Raw.
but okay. We
Sorry,
can-
what day of the week are we at?
Tuesday. This is this
Jesus.
past Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Where is Jesus on Tuesday?
I just
no
thought
one
you
knows.
guys were at Thursday already.
No one
No,
fucking
I mean
knows.
Thursday there was nothing. Wednesday was the NXT, and that would be
Wednesday
the
there
last
was
thing.
something. Thursday there was nothing.
We already kind of covered NXT, so anyway, like SmackDown will be the last of it. But I mean,
Well, they'll lead us up.
Okay,
you know,
okay. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles on SmackDown was so fucking great.
It's good, real
It
fucking
was.
good.
It reminded me of ROH wrestling, like just
Yeah.
pure let's stretch and fucking like that was a stretch match, and it was so good.
So it's still Tuesday at 8 a.m.?
It's still Tuesday. No, it's not 8 a.m. We're talking about SmackDown. It's
Thank
in the
goodness.
the
This episode's going to be 18 parts.
this episode is more
Oh,
like an octopus.
Nakamura, though, his heel promo on SmackDown was phenomenal.
Who? Oh,
Nakamura's-
yeah. We
it-
touched on that a little bit
Yeah.
with him coming back doing the
Paige
fucking-
being the new general manager. of
I
SmackDown.
remember
That's
talking
pretty tight.
to Butch Man Lee about that, and I was kind of like, "Damn, I should have seen that coming," type deal because
Sucks for her.
Alberto might be coming back, so that'll
One-
be weird. with those
I
two.
fucking hate Alberto.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I
He's
don't
terrible.
hate him, but
He's
I
terrible.
hate the way that he's burned
Terrible.
some companies.
Terrible.
I don't think he's a terrible worker. I think and he's a legit dude too, MMA dude.
So it's after WrestleMania. It's Tuesday.
So yeah,
We're
after-
bored.
Okay,
8,
after
8:05 p.m.
Oh, this
Where-
ain't
where
like
are we
Monday
at?
nights back in the day, man. You kind of get me hyped.
I'm trying to.
8:05. Well, we're halfway through SmackDown.
And this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this episode, which is super long. We may.
This episode needs to end.
probably.
You're gonna end
It's
Butch
a special,
Manley.
9.5 hours. The Hangover episode.
Yeah, it's the
WrestleMania.
Hangover.
We got
Hangover.
7.5
Yeah,
hours.
WrestleMania was 7 hours. This
Hey,
could be 7
there's
hours
enough
too.
shit for all you motherfuckers to be entertained. And if you don't like it, I got 2 words for you.
Better be just 2 words.
Good night.
So Tuesday, highlighted Tuesday.
That's it. That's
Highlight Tuesday, AJ and Daniel Bryan was probably the biggest highlight,
Fire.
and then Shinsuke interfering, which also involves the same
Does
segment.
that need a face guy?
Yes.
I need a face.
Knee to face.
Yeah, right?
We might have a little bit too much Rammstein in this one.
Hello?
Du hast mich gefrosst.
So, highlight of. So Wednesday, what'd you do Wednesday? Did you take a nap?
No,
Did you
no,
No,
relax?
we watch NXT.
NXT. But
geez.
that
Which
was,
you
that
saw
was the
tape shit.
that was the highlights of NXT. They filmed that at the first night. You know, at the,
And then played it on Wednesday.
yes.
Okay.
So
Kind of like
that was
we
all.
do.
So
But
everything
that
you
was
guys,
the-
everything you guys
everything-
talked about 6 hours ago, happened on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All
basically.
right, cool.
Yeah.
So Wednesday was,
Just highlights.
That was it for the week.
but you saw that live.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
So War Machine and War Raiders or whatever it was on Wednesday.
What was the best? Thing,
GAF.
what was the best thing you guys saw?
My favorite things were the heel turns between Roderick Strong and Nakamura.
Paige
Both
retiring.
of those. Meeting Velveteen Dream,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like meeting all the wrestlers I did, Ricochet and everybody I fucking met was amazing and nice. I mean, it was if someone wants to experience WrestleMania,
Do that too.
it is a great time. I mean,
See,
like
here's
I'm
the
not,
thing.
I'm not saying it is. It's money. It's a lot of money, but it is. I was not disappointed in any dollar I spent.
They don't really travel much as far as manias go. To me, the last number of years, it's like New York, Florida, or the Superdome.
It was supposed to be Detroit, which I was stoked on.
They
The
should've
this
fucking
year,
did
this year
that,
was
dude.
supposed to be Detroit.
They're not branching
it was
out.
Fighting. It was the fight between Detroit and New York and Jersey, and they won it. Shit, but I imagine that would.
Well, that's because Connecticut, the
35.
Yeah.
35. It's going to be a
35.
big ending to something.
Damn.
Right.
Undertaker probably.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
I sure hope so because I'm tired of it. At this
We
point.
all are. We all
Yeah.
are. And that's like I said. That was the reason. The best. That's why I liked the Undertaker match.
He just
It
threw
was
up.
too. I did. I
Let
did
it
in my
end.
mouth.
Let it end. Let him go on top. Let him destroy.
He's
fucking,
gonna puke.
No, that's
Darren
why.
Drosdorf.
That's why I liked the Undertaker match.
Are you
Because it was-
Are you gonna be sick?
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. The whole
Oh.
WrestleMania experience is fucking great. I'm not gonna say like the access,
Yeah.
like the money, all of it was worth it. It was.
Well,
I had a phenomenal time.
JR,
I had
when you
no
went-
fucking no.
Access was a new thing when I went. So
when
it
you
was,
went at
it wasn't
13,
big at all.
see when I went at 8,
Never
I mean,
existed.
no, it wasn't that. No, but hey, I got to fucking see the Macho
well, no,
Man
the
Exactly.
access that I went to,
and Roddy Piper
that
and
was
Bret
like
Hart
the
and Ric Flair
So you
and
said
Hulk
that
Hogan.
that was like a later
beat
one.
goes
They
on.
didn't.
And the beat goes on. Is somebody see Macho Man?
Yeah, Randy, what have you
He's
been up
back.
to?
We
When
said
gonna-
Rick Rude.
When are we gonna get the new
Nobody
rap
said
album?
Rick Rude. Fuck Rick Rude. Where's the snake?
I'm trying.
I'll derail this podcast forever. The Nacho Man.
Well, the WrestleMania that I went to, they didn't have access.
Which one was that again?
13.
13.
And
In
the-
Chicago,
The
That was
morning-
the big one with Stone Cold, right?
the blood.
No, the big one was 13. The access. That I
Oh,
went to,
yeah,
though,
that was
the
20
morning
something.
of WrestleMania. That's when I did that bacon bagels and
That's
biceps
where
thing.
we living
and then
together?
after that,
Okay.
they're like,
okay.
oh, like across the street they're having access or whatever. It was like a new thing,
They
and
try
it
to
was
get
like
their brr, brr,
Maria
brr.
Kanellis and Hillbilly Jim were there.
Right.
No one cares.
Yeah, so
Let's talk about actually
Sex, baby.
one of the best announcers there is today.
Mauro Ronaldo.
Lillian
I knew
Garcia.
you.
My fucking God.
Mamma mia, suicide plot shot.
He got a huge pop when
He
he
did.
came out. When he came out, because they announced the announcers before everybody comes out. Monstrous pop when he
Morrow
came
is
out.
good.
Yeah,
I
Morrow
like
is
him and
phenomenal.
Corey.
Morrow is one of the best announcers since JR. I don't
Oh,
give
yeah.
a fuck if anybody
Morrow,
says.
and he's
Mamma
passionate,
Mia.
dude. He
Oh,
makes you
very.
feel
If you don't fucking believe me, look up the video. There's a video on
Mamma mia.
Instagram and Facebook.
Vinstagram is that
Vinstagram.
Vince McMahon's new app?
What is this? Pricks on Flicks?
No, Instagram and
Shout out to Pricks on
Facebook. There's a
Flicks.
great video of him doing
GDN.
commentary from NXT this weekend, and it was great. He was way too passionate and such a great announcer, man. He doesn't get
Even though
enough
he's
credit.
bipolar.
Yep, he doesn't get enough credit, man. He has mental.
Well, he does
mental
Showtime
disorder
boxing.
and
He
shit.
does, dude. He does a lot of.
He does a lot of
legit,
great
like,
shit. Pride.
Fighting.
Pride. Him and Boss and Pride were the
Yeah,
best thing
yeah.
ever, dude. I don't
Yeah,
give
it
a
was real
fuck. Him
good.
and Boss as a tag team
Boss
together.
Luton.
Yes, best fucking commentary team ever. I don't give a fuck.
What about Boss Sretton over there? Just staring at his crotch with a disgustful look on his face. If you guys can see this on video, he just looks so angry.
Rusev.
Machka.
I'm texting.
He's sexting his girlfriend right now.
He said these
And
guys
she ain't
won't
having
shut
any
the
part
fuck
of it.
up. I want to come
I'm
home.
just trying to get you guys past Tuesday.
So, anyways, it pretty much wrapping up the wrestling thing.
Wind it down.
SmackDown. We're gonna wind it the fuck down right now. I'd like to thank you, Derek, for coming out and being a part of
Thank you.
Juice Pro Wrestling, and refer to your fucking wrestling
Too
nerd
sweet.
friends.
Too sweet.
Too sweet right now, bro. Hey, no, we can't do that though. We might get sued.
Oh yeah.
One sweet me, baby.
Oh, you might get sued.
Oh, we might get
sued.
sued.
Yeah. Might as well
Dick sweet
pinky.
me, baby.
Scissor me timbers.
Scissor me.
Scissor me.
That was disturbing.
Time out. You don't have to take your dicks out. This is audio only,
Hey,
so people can use their imagination.
Anyways.
Well,
So concluding thoughts. WrestleMania is done.
What
The
about
hangover has been
concussing
healed.
thoughts?
The hangover has been healed. What do you guys do now?
That's a good
WrestleMania is
question.
done.
Wait a year.
You got 12 more months. 11 and some change.
Hey, you just gotta wait.
But you,
gotta
still
wait.
got
you gotta
shit
follow.
happening at New Japan.
No,
you still got
there's-
shit happening at
That's
Lucha
right.
Underground. You still shit
Impact
happening
Wrestling.
at the other ones.
Yeah, the
talk
other
about
ones.
any of the
Dick, you
indie
could have
shit
shut up when I said Impact Wrestling. Come
Impact
on,
Wrestling.
wrestling.
There was so much shit that went on in
There
New
were,
Orleans.
yeah. There's
It was
again.
again,
That's for another episode.
200,000 people extra in New Orleans for fucking wrestling. That's
Right.
just something to be unheard
WrestleCon,
of.
all
Yes.
that shit. you know?
Everything is just unheard of. It's fucking amazing. All the people down there were amazing. Everybody was
that
super
goes to
fucking nice.
yeah.
I couldn't fucking give it. That was one of the best experiences of my life. 100%. Every fucking cent was worth it. I don't give
Well,
a
that's
fuck.
awesome.
right.
Fuck you for
So
going.
overall, what rating would you give?
WrestleMania.
Out of 10.
Okay.
We'll end.
1 to 10.
Okay.
Hey, here we go. Segment.
Final thoughts.
If I was watching it on TV, I would have probably
But
gave
you
it
weren't.
a 5.
Okay,
I would've
that's where
probably given
we're
it a
at.
5.
I think we're at.
I would have probably
Same
given it a
thing.
5.
Yeah.
Being there as a person, and this includes the Braun
All the
shit.
hype and all that.
You know, this
a
includes
7.
because
Tell me
the-
it's a 7.
okay. What I'm gonna say is including the Braun shit, because Braun shit on TV.
He's marking out because his kids and he's attracted to him.
No, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is on TV and as storyline shit, it was awful. The Braun shit was fucking
was so
sucked.
fucking
it sucked.
awful.
But as a
It sucked
fucking
big
spectator and a person there, I give the whole show an 8.
See, that's what I was going to give it halfway through the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh no,
8?
I highly agree with
And
that.
then the just
And then
it took a nosedive.
yeah. But I think people are giving too strong of, like I said, we'll go back to that AJ Styles Nakamura
Oh,
match.
you know what?
I think people are too strong on hating that match, and that was the downer match. It was supposed to be a
Yeah.
downer match. It was supposed to be. It
But it
was
shouldn't
set
have
up
been.
like that. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
but it
Like
shouldn't
was
have
set.
been.
It shouldn't have been. It
You
should
know-
have been a highlight of WrestleMania.
Hey,
but it
P-break
was
match.
set up.
Hey, real
as-
quick before
it
we
was
end.
set up as a fucking
P-break.
Yes, P-break. It was set up for
Yeah.
that. It was seriously set
That,
up for
and
that.
that sucks for them.
Headlocks and fucking.
well, you know what you should do? Make
hey-
make the Braun match.
No,
that
no, no,
then.
no.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
was
Right,
like
right. But that's why I
2
think
minutes
Braun's
long.
next year is
Vince knows
his
worse.
year. Is his year. But that's what I'm saying on that Nakamura AJ match. Everyone's giving
Well,
that shit.
let me ask you this because this is what I want to know. When we saw on
I think
TV,
it doesn't
when
deserve as
like
much
when
shit as
Asuka
it-
came out with the lasers and the mask and shit. You were there.
Yeah.
We saw it on
That was
TV and it was
CGI,
like,
right?
I'm sure. No, was it holograms or what? Did you see
They
that
were-
shit there?
No, they were trying to. I heard they did a bunch of holograms and shit for a bunch of people. I did not see it.
You didn't see any of that?
no.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all right. Well, then it kind of sucks. Then
Yes,
I mean, it was
heard,
cool. To
I heard
see.
about it. I heard about the
I'd be
New
like-
New Day match.
Yeah, the pancakes.
No, I just heard about that today. Like about
Really?
I didn't even I haven't rewatched it or anything. So I just heard about the pancakes today being in 3D and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I on a podcast, I was listening to a recap podcast and I just heard about that shit. So I had
That
no
kinda
I had
sucks.
no idea about dude production.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
well, yeah.
They're trying to be ahead on all their production
Right.
every time. WWE is trying to be way ahead, light years ahead of fucking filmmaking and everything. So their production value is trying to be through the roof, and that's what they were trying to do right there with the New Day and all their three. I didn't see that shit. I didn't know that
Right.
shit was going on. Like none of that. I had no idea.
Nor
till
did
today.
I.
Yeah, till today. Still the best fucking entrance of
Nor did
WrestleMania
I.
was Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh yeah.
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 Hands down, best.
Hey,
So-
are we gonna
so-
say the best entrance of the whole weekend? Even
Yeah,
NXT.
Undertaker was. I mean,
Nah, it's
Undertaker's-
boring.
yeah.
I'm so sick of his. It's like when you play the
Undertaker's
games
chill-
too. It's
you
like
get chill-
you want to skip the entrance
you're-
because it
you're-
takes too long.
You're bored until you're there with Undertaker. I don't give a fuck about that.
I seen
'Cause as soon-
Undertaker and
as soon as
Papo.
as soon as those lights go out, you're that whole arena changes.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
So we all agree that WrestleMania gets a 5.
Yeah, 5. But okay, 7.5 to 8 for me. Seriously, from
Really?
from a live
from
a
being
live
there.
perspective.
I get that.
I never. Okay, this was another thing. I never really felt bored. Okay, I know
Really?
you. As no,
So
I
you weren't at WrestleMania then.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I mean,
You're a
He was at
liar.
NXT.
Get him out of the
it
studio.
seemed, it really did seem so fast while you're there.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure.
joking. I'm not joking.
It's a lot to take in.
Yes, it is. It's overwhelming, and you're just in the moment.
Right.
So it doesn't have that feeling of it's taking forever.
Yeah.
It's almost as what's next, you know? Like
Yeah.
so it
Ooh,
has
Nia Jax.
yeah.
Another $18 beer.
Time to
Right,
go
yeah,
pee.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nia Jackson, I gotta pee. I'm gonna, but I was stoked for it as at the same time. Like,
I'm stoked to piss.
I was.
We've almost went through a 30-pack of PBR with just me and Ratface. So for you fans out there in fucking Disneyland,
It's crazy. You guys drank all those in 12 minutes.
I'm not
That's
even
how long
drunk.
this podcast is
Seriously.
going to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
until you
12
stand
minutes.
up because we've been
It's
sitting down
about
for
gone.
13 hours.
Before Stretton, the Abdullah the Butcher Jr. gets a hold of it and cuts everything up.
Do you ever see those the footage of the people that just burn like dirty crops that maybe have like some weird fungus on them, and they just burn all the crops?
They burn the fungus.
That's what I'm doing
from
with
the
this
crop.
podcast. It's gonna be like
Burning
three
this
pieces of
podcast,
corn left.
Fuck
You
this.
better
shit.
give me the pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, uncensored, uncut version of Juice Pro Wrestling.
All right.
Yeah, you.
Hey,
on that.
but right before we end, seriously though,
We've ended like
Derek,
17 times already.
Yeah, fuck it. That's what we do here. By the way, we're gonna end this shit right now. We're gonna get it.
End it.
This episode 5 is done. The WrestleMania Hangover. Derek, I'd like to thank you for
Too
coming
fucking
out.
sweet.
Once again, Derek Martha from Minimum Wage Assassins and Blunt. Hey, where can people check your band out?
Blunt420.bandcamp.com and Minimum Wage Assassins 1. That's the number 1 at .bandcamp.com, and you can get all the shit there. We have
Facebook.
Facebook, both bands, Blunt 420 and Minimum Wage Assassins at Facebook,
How do you spell blunt?
BLUNT,
Yeah.
All right.
and
You didn't have to be so blunt.
Minimum Wage Assassins has a show yesterday. I'm playing with Future Pile,
Out.
and then next weekend Blunt is playing in.
You're playing Milwaukee tomorrow, huh?
Yep, Milwaukee with Minimum Wage Assassins.
Hey, you
and
know,
Blunt.
actually, it's pronounced Milwaukee.
Wait, so you're playing 2 shows tomorrow?
No, Saturday.
Hey, I heard
Saturday.
the rumor is you can't do that in Chicago.
No. Saturday, Minimum Wage Assassins with Future Pile. Saturday. And then next weekend is Blunt's mini tour. We're doing a weekend 420 tour.
Okay.
And it
Damn
is
stoners.
it is Blunt in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It is Blunt in Milwaukee at Sugar Maple. And then
Is there
Blunt
any
in Duluth.
Is there any links or anything?
Yeah,
to
there's
all, this?
all Facebook stuff.
Okay.
all-
we can
all
find you
face-
all on Facebook.
Yep. And then
At Blunt.
yep.
Is it at Blunt?
No,
Or
it's
straight
Blunt.
It's got to be something else.
Blunt
yeah.
420.
All right. At Blunt 420 and at Minimum Wage Assassins.
Yep, for
Okay.
Facebook.
Friday Milwaukee, Saturday Duluth.
Yep,
Fuck yeah.
we're all good. I
Motherfuckers,
think.
check it out. Yeah.
I had
Hey,
a great time in WrestleMania and WrestleMania weekend. I highly recommend it. It was
Hey,
a great
fuck
time.
WrestleMania. Did you have a good time tonight?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all
phenomenal
about.
time
We got the scoop on Mania already. Well,
Way
no,
too
if you-
drunk and talking
Yeah.
about bullshit. So,
Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
It's all about that wrestling. And fuck it. I don't care if I get too sweet me.
Best part about WrestleMania is there was no Hulk Hogan.
You want to follow, you want to get updates for Juice Pro Wrestling and in all of the professional wrestling world, whether it's New Japan, WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, AAA, Lucha Underground, you name it. We got it coming for you. The best of every promotion. Follow the Facebook group, Juice Pro Wrestling, on Facebook. Or Juice Pro Wrestling
Do
Podcast
it.
on Facebook. Instagram
Yes.
at Juice Pro Wrestling. And if you want to get on the
Fucking action, yeah!
on Twitter, it's at JP Dub Podcast. Once again, that's at JP Dub Podcast. Tune in and also subscribe to the Green Door Network and get all kinds of fresh up on Juice Pro Wrestling. Hey, for the Juice, I'm signing off. And you know what, Butch Manley? Do you know what?
Uh-oh.
What?
Do you know what?
What?
Do you know what?
What?
It's time to once again wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.
Wet up,
Wet 'em up.
wet up.
Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.